Welcome to the VLenore Show. Here, we will discuss lifestyle, beauty, celebrity gossip, and current events in our own way, my way, freestyle. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Well, hello, lovers. How are y'all today? It is Saturday, baby. We is off, most of us, and we are here to get into the mess. How are y'all? Who is in here? Please share this live. Please, please, please share the damn live and hit the like button. Okay. Hi, Azure. Hi, only me 23. Hey, honey, say that. Say that, honey. Honey, say that. Okay. Did I tell y'all? Did I tell y'all that one day when I become a grandmother, because I want to be one. I want a baby. But we gonna wait. We gonna wait and let that man do it the right way and his timing, right? But anyway, when I have a grandbaby, I'm gonna tell the grandbaby to call me honey. I want to be honey so they can be my honey bunnies. Okay, I want to be a honey. Oh, anyway, hi, honey. Say that. Okay. Hi, lady 747. Let's see. Hey, Nola, your girl. Hey, it's the Rocks, Southside Chi-Town. Hey, Tanya B here. Hello. Hey, Miss Lorraine, girl. Where you been? Where was you at yesterday? We was cutting up. Okay, we was cutting up. We're gonna talk about that too in a second. Hi, Miss Lorraine. Who else is in here? That's it. That's us. Hey, Aunt Natty. Hi. Hi, Shelly C. Hey, Diva Ray. How is y'all on today? Okay. Hey, clutching my pearls. Hey, Texas Toy. You in the bushes? Okay. All right. Now look, Texas Toy. While you in the bushes, just glance down in the chat every now and then. Because I got a feeling we're going to need to block these mother suckers, okay? And I need you to be on it, okay? All right? Uh-huh. Okay, thank you. Anywho, how are y'all today? Look, I had planned this for yesterday, this particular live. I planned it for yesterday. And we got off that other live. Shit, I didn't expect that other live to last 3 hours. Child, it honestly to me, it may have felt like it to y'all, but it didn't feel like 3 hours. Because the things we end up talking about in the midst of these damn shows is so funny. The reaction will be one thing, okay? The video we reacting to, it'll have something going on, but it'll trigger a thought in me. I get triggered sometimes, and then I have to remember, all the other shit that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, only me 23. Thank you for gifting a membership. Keisha Marie got a membership. I don't know if she's here, but girl, when you come, you got a membership. You better thank only me 23. Okay, you better thank her. You better. Hey, Leo lady. And that's another thing. Let me say this. Last night, so when I was sharing that last little clip, I could not see the StreamYard because I had something up on my other screen and I didn't move over fast enough. And I did not see that Misha sent a super chat. And so, Misha, I want to apologize. Let me tell y'all something else. Misha is a blessing. Okay. Misha, if you're here and not here, I hope that you listen to this because I want to thank you. Misha sent me a message and we talked about headaches and stuff, honey, and she had a whole referral I'm not gonna say from where, anyway, man, I really want to say thank you to all of you because you don't really understand. I don't say it's a lot. That I don't. I think people say a lot of things, and sometimes they just saying to be saying it. I honestly don't say things just to now. I'm gonna say I say the wrong things sometimes. Sometimes I have said things. I'm human. I get it wrong, and I know that I've hurt feelings, and that's not my intention ever. Oh, the volume is low. The volume is low. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me. The volume is low. Is that better? Is that better, y'all? Somebody tell me if that's better. Um. Oh, it is better. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. So, I just want to say that you guys really bless me. Like when I said yesterday, excuse me, that the devil, excuse me, was trying to get me. He's trying to get me yesterday. You know what I'm saying? He was really trying to he's trying to get me, okay? And when I come out here and can get my mind off of the bullshit, um you all bless me. You all make me laugh. I say this all the time. I mean it so much, y'all. I mean it so much. So I say all that to say that Misha is a true example too of how you guys bless me. When you guys send me messages and say, "Hey V, have you thought about this?" or "Hey V, I know this. I know this person," or I take this medication and ask your doctor this and that sort of thing. It blesses my soul. And yesterday I had a moment. Getting back to Misha. Misha sent me some information that I am so grateful for. Um, 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 yes, and pertaining to my headaches, and I'm trying to work something out with my insurance so I can take advantage of it. So I just want to say, I just, am grateful, truly, truly grateful for, hold on one second. Aunt Natty said, drop the link. Okay, hold on. Let me drop the link for membership. I got to find it. But I just wanted to say that she blessed me. But whilst, this is how the devil will work sometimes too. When it looks like one thing is getting resolved, he's trying to bless you with one thing, he tries to attack you with another. And he is on attack. He is really on attack. And when I came out here and I said, I rebuke you, I rebuke him in the name of Jesus. And I call on all the ancestors, okay? All the angels, all the spirit guides. We going to overcome, okay? And so I'm just saying that I am grateful for people like Misha. Miss Lorraine, she'll send me a good old gospel song, okay? She'll send me a good old shouting worship moment, okay? There's so many of you that just bless me all of the time. And I just want you to know I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Say J. Say J's another one. I mean, you guys, I can't even continue to go on. I could go on and on and on because there's so many of you, and I probably shouldn't even be naming names because I don't want anyone to feel that they are missed. And I want you to know every time you send me something, even if it's like, here's a show idea, or look at this. For instance, I mean, look, I'm grateful. That's all I want to say. I'm grateful to you all. And yesterday, Satan was on damn attack because it's been a rough week for me. I've been in my feet since that damn election. Okay. And people they're like, okay, why are you so upset? But I think a lot of people were upset about that election. But after the election, there was every day I just felt triggered. I felt, super emotional. So when I come out here yesterday, I'm proud of my damn self. Because when I came out here and I rebuked that motherfucking Satan, I took my mind off of the thing he is trying to get me with. You know what I'm saying? So I just want y'all to know I love you. I'm grateful for you. Misha, I hope you hear this, baby. I do. Because last night I didn't see that super chat. Because I told you I go back and I look, and Chick-fil-A gal, for whatever reason, I didn't see that she was in the chat and I didn't see her. That's weird. Because when I went back and I saw anyway, y'all, I just want y'all to know it's never my intention to miss anyone or take for granted what you guys bring to my life. Okay. And I'm saying it, and the devil is a lie because I ain't even crying today. Okay. I want you to know that. Okay. So with that said, let me get the membership link. Okay. Cause somebody want to bless me. All right. And I appreciate it. Let me find this bad boy. Now, while I'm looking for that, there's a couple things I want to go over real quick. One thing I said yesterday, I got it wrong. We had a discussion about Jane Kennedy. Now I know, see, those of you didn't watch the show last night, you may not understand. But we got in a discussion about old little teeny tiny Brandy's brother. Okay. That's his new name. Brandy's brother. Okay. So we talking about Brandy's brother and that little P tape he did with Kim Kardashian. Okay, we were talking about that, and then that triggered a thought to me, because I saw that tape. I saw that one. I saw the R. Kelly tape. In fact, y'all know R. Kelly got several other ones out here online, free. You can go look at them. He's in his office. Look, I do research. Y'all better stop because I do research. All right. Don't judge me. I have to find out what the people is talking about. Okay. But he got a few of them out here. And we don't know how old some of these women are that he's in there. I'm assuming most of them are young, but you can't tell. Nevertheless, we talked about Ray J's P tape. We brought up R. Kelly's P tape. And then I brought up Jane Kennedy's P tape. What'd you say, lady 747? What did it say? When I was a teen, my elders said I look, ooh, okay, gorgeous. Okay, gorgeous. I was going to ask you the other day, or was it yesterday or the day before? Some of y'all, these avatars, y'all gorgeous. Y'all are beautiful. Okay. A lady 747. I know this your avatar. Prima Wanda's avatar. All of y'all. When I get to see, I love to be able to see y'all's faces too. And I understand why a lot of people don't want to show them. I respect that. But I love seeing y'all. It's another connection for me in my mind. But anyway, we was talking about Jane Kennedy's P tape. And well, two things about that. The first thing I just want to say this about Jane Kennedy. I said that Leon Kennedy changed his name to hers. Now I read that years ago, like I was a teenager when I read that about him. But when I went and looked it up last night, because I was looking up Jane Kennedy, just to, like, I don't know what made me do that. And in the midst of it, it says that she started out that she was born Jane Harrison, and that I guess she married him and it became Kennedy. But that didn't sound right to me because I don't know where I got that story from, and I've believed it for decades because I read it somewhere, like back in the day. So evidently I got that wrong. Okay. Evidently I got that wrong. The other thing that was stated, I want to say it was Clutching My Pearls. Clutching My Pearls said that okay. So now this is where it gets, well, before we get graphic here, let me show y'all something else too. I meant to bring this up. Hold on. I should have brought this up before. Because remember, I said I met the man. He was sitting next to me, and I said he had a ponytail and shit. And I said it wasn't cute. Mm-mm. Okay, let me show y'all. This is exactly what he looked like when I met him. He was sitting next to me. Okay. Remember, I told y'all he's best friends with Smokey Robinson, right? He is. I didn't know how, and that was another thing. When I went back and read about him and her again last night on Wikipedia, it said that I didn't know they was that tight for so long. It said that Smokey Robinson was, I want to say, his best man when he married Jane. So he married Jane Kennedy in the 70s. All right. And that please hit the like button, y'all. Put me out there in that algorithm, okay? Because then that number looking funny. Anyway, let me unshare this because I want to show y'all something else. Hold on. So I met him decades later. Shit. When I met him, I was in my 30s. So when they was together, it was the 70s, right? Oh, the other thing I said, I remember him from Penitentiary 1, 2, and 3, and I didn't even watch all of them. I think I watched part of 1. It wasn't good. The other movie they did together, because she was in those movies with him. The other movie they did together was Body and Soul. I forgot about that one, and I have seen that one. Now, that one, I don't remember nothing about it other than the fact they was in there. I think it was kind of like a sexy kind of movie and that kind of thing, right? So that's all I knew him from. So when I met him years later, it was I want to say it was around 2004. Yeah, it was around 2004, 2005. And I used to attend and work a conference called the Power Networking Conference. You remember a lady 747 Body and Soul? Mm-hmm. Yep. Looking naked. That's right. They was a real sexy, it was like a black kind of erotic kind of movie kind of thing. And I remember sneaking to watch it because I was like a young teen. And I was over my cousin's house. See, she about 9 years older than me. All right. And so we'd be in the basement because I love being around her. She was like my idol. I thought she was so gorgeous. I want to do everything she did. So whenever I got a chance, because I told y'all I ain't had no kids around. Wasn't no kids around till I was 5. But this time I think I was like 12 or something at this point. And I'm over there visiting her, the family, whatever. And the grown-ups is upstairs. And even though she was grown, kind of sort, she's like 18, 19 this time. She watching Body and Soul. Okay. So I get to watch Body and Soul because she watching it. All right. I want to say that was probably one of the first movies where I saw somebody naked. No. Y'all remember not Pretty Woman. The one with Brooke Shields when she was a little girl. Something Wanda, I want to say. It was with Peter Fonda and Brooke Shields, and she was a little girl. See, now in retrospect, I didn't think about this. I am just now realizing this. Oh my God, I can't believe so Brooke Shields was okay. Never mind. I'm getting out of okay. See, this is how we get on this bullshit because I be triggered. One thought lead to another. No, not Blue Lagoon. Not Blue Lagoon. This was it was Brooke Shields and Peter Fonda. It was something Wanda. I remember her name was Wanda in it. And she was only like 12 or 13. This is bothering me now because I didn't think about it at the time. But he has an affair with this little girl. Now he a grown-ass man. And they're like out in the wilderness, some kind of thing. And they end up kind of having an affair. They fall in love. And she gets naked. I never understood her mama. Never. Pretty baby. Hi, Jerry. This is my friend, y'all. In real life, Heffa. Where you been, Heffa? Okay. Ooh, girl. Yes, pretty baby. You remember that, Jerry? Y'all, this is my friend in real life. Okay. Jerry, you remember? You remember that movie? That Wanda, no, not Pretty Baby. Wanda Nevada. Thank you. I knew Wanda was in that shit. Hey, Shelly C. Yes. No, but I remember Pretty Baby too. All that shit. I don't understand her mama. Okay, her mama. Now I feel like that was kind of a selling of the soul. She was like okay, it's Brooke Shields' mama was equivalent to Kris Kardashian. Let's just so we understand. Brooke Shields' mama, and she got a lot of flack for that shit. What you say, Jerry? Wait. Oh, she talked about it I think I remember that too. She got demonized as she should have, because I don't know why she had her baby in these grown ass situations, naked and stuff. And while Brooke Shields is a good looking lady now, she was gorgeous as a little girl. Okay, she was gorgeous. Gorgeous little girl. And her mama, I feel, put her out there. Okay, but never mind. That's not a here nor there. Okay. But all I'm saying is that was one of the first movies where I saw somebody naked in a movie, right? And Body and Soul was one of them too. But this is what I was going to say. When I finally met Leon Isaac Kennedy, I used to work this. Jerry, you should know this because you're from Cleveland. You remember the power. Well, you was here then, though. You were living here by this time. But did you ever remember about the Power Networking Conference? It was a conference that George Fraser, look him up. He is the king of networking. He is truly the king of networking. And I got to meet so many people. That's how I got to work with Iyanla Van Zant. That's how I got to work at I worked with so many. That's why I met Smokey Norfolk, Norfolk, yeah, Smokey Norfolk with his little teeny tiny itty bitty self. He's so cute and compact. He's a little cute, compact little thing. Be dressed to the T. His clothes was fitting him like, child, you can tell they be tailored to the gods, okay? And he had his little hat on and cute little vest, and he was so cute. I wanted to pick him up and carry him around. I wanted to put him on my hip and just walk around. He's so cute and teeny tiny and shit. Anyway, anyway. So at that conference, I'm there, Les Brown is there, all these people that I idolized in some ways, don't take that the wrong way. I ain't worship these motherfuckers. I'm just saying I looked up to them so much, right? And I would go there and I worked the Power Networking Conference. And it was amazing. So this is where I met Leon Isaac Kennedy. He was there with Smokey Robinson. Now, at this moment, I'll tell you my Smokey Robinson story real quick too. But he's there with Smokey Robinson, and we're all sitting there. I want to say we're talking to Les Brown, and this is like after one of the sessions, and he's sitting right next to me. I told you he was looking special. He didn't look good. Now, when I was like I said, when I was young, to me, Leon Isaac Kennedy was fine. The nigga was fine, all right. But I didn't care for him because it felt like he was always riding on the coattails of Jane. So I said he didn't look that great when I saw him. He had this old thinned out ponytail, child. This is what he had looked like when I saw him. Okay, that's what he looked like right here, right here. That's what he had looked like when I met him. Let me see if I can make that bigger. Can I make that bigger, baby? I was like, damn. Oh, I can't really make it. I don't want to watch. I don't want to go to that page. No, I ain't doing that. So y'all see this picture right here? That's what he had looked like. Okay. Someone, and I didn't see this last night when I was going through the chat, someone said, I don't know if the person that's in here, I can't remember. They said, he always looked like he had jaundice. And I said, yes. When I looked at it, I was like, he damn sure did. Child, I don't know what's going on with them eyes. That hair, this smile, this mustache is uneven. Why is this mustache doing this? I don't like that. I think things should be symmetrical to me. They need to even out. I don't know why it's higher over here than it is over here. Okay, that bothers me. I don't know why this eye's so small and this one is big. I don't know why the ponytail is happening and the hair's thinned out. I don't know what was going on with this nigga. Now, I will say this. He was nice. Wait, what you say? Sometimes that yellow black do crack. Ooh, it does, but not this one. Not this one. Not this one over here. Okay? All right, don't get it fucked up. Okay. Anyway, child, he was looking a hot mess. I was like, this dude is something else. So anyway, I just wanted to show y'all that. Okay. But you see this picture right here, this one right here. Believe it or not, this ain't no filter. I don't really do filters. Like I did the with sometimes when I do my shorts, I like to have the it looks like a glamour kind of like with the sparkles and stuff that creates a filter. But baby, right here, this picture ain't no filter. Now this picture was taken in 2020. Okay, in 2020 I was 50. All right. Okay. So over here, this light skinned black don't crack. Okay, not this one. And let me tell you something else. I'm gonna tell you about my mama real quick. My mama was crazy. I told y'all she was something else. Okay, she was something else. That's right. Damn it, lady 747. Tell these motherfuckers, V Black will never crack. Okay, but let me tell you what my mama used to say. Because for many years she did look younger than she was. People would to me growing up, she was my mama. She just looked like mommy. That's all. She mommy. That's all. She looked like mommy to me. Okay. But when other people would see her and they learn how old she was, they would always say hey, the real VB. They would always say they couldn't believe how old she was, right? So she would always say, because I look good. She's like, I look good for my age. She said, now look, Val, your ass, you ain't gonna look like this when you meet. You too light. You got too much of that white folks shit in you. You see, you ain't gonna look as good as me. See, she tried to curse me. Okay. But what the devil meant for bad, the God made it for good. Baby, I'm 54 and it ain't cracked yet, mother suckers. Okay. Okay. So this black ain't gonna crack, damn it. Okay. She used to say that shit all the time. See, you ain't gonna look as good as me. She used to say that shit all the time. She was a hater. Okay. Anywho, okay. Rest in peace, mama. Okay. Rest in peace, mommy. Anyway, so I just wanted to bring that up. Was there something else I wanted to say about last night? Oh, so back to that damn P tape that they did real quick. I just gotta talk about this real quick, and then we're gonna talk about what this show is about. Please hit the like button, damn it. Wait a minute. Attitudes, Tylenol. What you say? I'm so nervous about getting in light skin. No, we are not gonna call that into our life. Okay. Jerry. My mama's a mess. Okay. Jesus. So anywho, back to this P tape they made. It was Clutching My Pearls. Where Clutching My Pearls at? Okay. Y'all Clutching My Pearls. Misha, y'all supposed to be over here today because I'm talking to y'all. Clutching My Pearls. Now look, I had told y'all that that man had took his fist and inserted it up to his elbow. I was not lying to you. Okay. And then I had backup in the chat. Okay. Now, when I went back, I didn't see Clutching My Pearls had said that it was, it came in from the rear and not from the front. Right. Wait, what'd you say? Elite Diva said, where can you find this Jane Kennedy tape? Asking for my daddy. Look, I'm going to tell you, somebody had it. And they showed it to me. Okay, I'm going to tell who had it. You know who had it? I ain't going to tell you. Yeah, why not? I mean, shit. I saw all of them damn well, not the Ray J tape. I saw the Ray J tape another way. But the R. Kelly tape and the Jane Kennedy tape, truth be told, my husband showed it to me. My husband had it. Okay. My husband had it. And he showed that shit. And I was devastated. Okay. I was taken aback. Okay. I was taken aback by it. But he took his old fist. Now, Clutching My Pearl said it came in from the rear and not from the front. And I said, I didn't see that at the time. But this is what I believe. Now, I remember that it happened It happened on that chair around the pool. Now look, if the children, this show is not for you. My show is never for you, okay? Children, if you are under the age of 25, please turn me off, okay? I need your whole brain to be in full development when you come over here, okay? All right? I need it in full development. You can't fuck with me over here because you can't handle it. You ain't gonna understand it. This grown folk shit over here, okay? Plus, we talking about the 70s, okay? I saw it in the 90s, all right? So my husband had it. Cause I was never one. I didn't watch P tapes, and it's not like we watched it. He just happened to have it, and we got in a discussion about it. And I was really cringy about things like that. And he was like, here, they show, he showed it to me. So when I saw it, I was devastated because it's Jane Kennedy. It's Jane Kennedy. She's from Cleveland. Ain't she, Jerry? Jerry, she from Cleveland. Okay. Jerry's black don't crack either. Okay. Now Jerry's not dark skinned. Jerry's just about 3 shades lighter than me, and that's it. Okay. And Jerry looked good as hell. Okay. Jerry's gorgeous. That's my friend. Anyway, Jerry, Jane Kennedy is from Cleveland. Mm-hmm. And yes, that's right. No, little girl, I told you, I always knew in the back of my mind I was going to have a show and I was going to have to talk about this shit. Okay. So I was doing my research. I had to know, I had to understand it. Hey, Bella. Yes, Bella, my husband was nasty. Okay. All right. Sometimes you got to be nasty. All right. You be a lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets. That's what they had said. Okay. They said that's how you're supposed to do. Okay. So yes, Jerry, she's from Cleveland. Well, or right up some place right outside Cleveland, but she, I think she claimed Cleveland. And so when I saw that, I'm like, this is the beautiful Ohio girl. I looked up to Jane Kennedy. She's gorgeous as hell. And when I saw that man insert his fist and arm all up in her body, I couldn't handle it. I only saw it one time. And it was enough. It was more than a damn enough. Okay. So Clutching My Pearl said it came in from the rear, but this is why I know I didn't. And she said, gay men do this. And I did know that. I do know that fisting happens with the gay men, right? I know that, but that's not, I didn't remember that being from the back. But anyway, either way it goes, he had his arm up there. Now, he had his arm up there, all the way up there. Black Lady Love. He had his whole arm. He inserted it like with a fist. Okay. And I don't give a damn if it's the front or the back, because the truth is, if it's the back, that's making me cringe even more. You know what I'm saying? Especially when your arm goes missing. That was too much for me to handle. It was too much for me to handle. So I just want to gain clarity. See, y'all, I go back in this damn chat and I be looking, I learn. And I want to address the things I be seeing and stuff. Okay. So I just say all that to say that was a lot. That's all I want to say. The Elite Diva, it went missing. It went missing. I believe if that man could have put his biceps up in there, he would have. But I think it got stuck at the elbow because that shit went up there and I could not understand it. And I believe, wait, what'd you say? We didn't have AI back then. So they didn't doctor that. That shit was grainy. It was on a VHS tape. Okay, that's how I saw that shit. All right. A VHS tape. TD Will, she is still gorgeous. She is beautiful. She's 72. I was looking it up last night. She's 72 years old. So, anywho, yes, Jerry, she was, and we talked about this yesterday. You got to go watch that show from yesterday, honey. We cut up. But yes, she was Miss Ohio, as I told you, from Cleveland. Yes, she was. And runner up in the Miss America pageant. Same as Halle Berry, also from Cleveland, was Miss Ohio, and also was a runner up in the Miss America pageant. I also like the fact that Dorothy Dandridge was from Cleveland, and Halle Berry played her in the Dorothy Dandridge movie. You see how this goes? Ohio be doing the damn thing. Don't be hating on Ohio. This the Buckeye State, bitch. Don't fuck with us, okay? Don't sleep on it. All right. Anyway, what you say? Clicks and views. I will be 51 in 3 weeks, and this is too much for me. Child, I know we should be having this conversation after dark and not at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but we here. We here, damn it. We is here. Okay. Now, that's all. This ain't got shit to do with what we about to talk about. But sometimes, like I said, we gotta take a turn here and there. Hey, 50 Creole. Hey, Sleepy Libra. Sleepy Libra said, "Hey, y'all, what did I walk into? Definitely have to." Yeah, baby. Sleepy Libra, you weren't here last night either, girl. You got to watch that one. Mm-mm-mm. Anyway, okay, so let's get into this bullshit. We're gonna sit over here. Remember, we started off. We was listening to that interesting person, Adria English, who was a ex worker at one time, was hired by Diddy to come to the FOs, the freak offs. Okay, and she's telling these tales. But remember, we identified that some of the shit she was saying, she had that shit mixed up. Okay. And she's reckless with her mouth. She is reckless. And she has lost 2 attorneys because she won't be quiet. And I think sometimes when people come out here and tell shit, even if it's true, of course we want to hear it. Retro and my fro, don't make me block you. You know damn well ain't nobody claiming Sonya. Sonya is now from Florida, damn it. Okay. We have booted her out of this bitch. I told you we don't claim that heifer. Okay. Hit the like button. Okay. Hit the damn like. Miss Lorraine, tell them. Hit the like button. Black Lady Love said, nobody claims the side hen. We don't claim her ass. No. A lady 747. Yes. No, I ain't got to claim that hoe. I do not have to claim her. Now, if Jerry wants to take claim of Sonya because she from Cleveland and shit, I wouldn't. I damn wouldn't. Hey, Jerry, what high school did you go to? Never mind. You ain't got to tell me. I can't remember what high school you went to. But Sonya went to Shaker Heights, and I know a few motherfuckers from Shaker Heights, a lot of them. I couldn't remember where you went to high school, Jerry. Anyway, what you say, the real VB? V, I was just thinking you should have a happy hour Friday once a month where we can log in and do it. You know what? We can do that. We could even do a Zoom. Actually, I used to follow a content creator out here, and we used to do Zooms regularly. They were so much fun because it's a time where people can come off their mic if they want to. You can stay behind, your avatar. You can stay quiet. You got a chat in there, and I have a Zoom account. So we probably should start planning Zooms because they're fun. Because if you want to talk, it's another way that we start to bond as a little community and stuff. So I might start doing that, and we can talk about this nasty shit over there. And we ain't got to say things like actual or unalive, or SA or grape. We ain't got to say those things over there in Zoom. Okay, we might need to do that. Oh, Jerry said she grew up all over Cleveland. Okay. Wait, the Elite Diva. The Elite Diva said Cobb County Detention Center claims. Yeah. Hell, she spent more time there than she do anywhere else, don't she? She a regular. They know her there. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. So anyway, we might need to do that. But with that said, Adria English, she was reckless. She was over there on the Lionel B Show, and she came back for a part two. Now, this video is only 20 minutes, but then she left there and went over to Shaun Atwood. And she been over there a lot too. Everybody, Shaun Atwood, see, he's the new Vlad. If you ask me, and I ain't got no, I know people have a problem with Vlad. I don't. I don't have a problem with Vlad. He might be a culture vulture, but he can't be one if people don't go the fuck over there. If they don't go over there and tell their business. He asked the questions I would ask if you was over here. So people pick and choose if they want to come over here. They pick and choose where they want to go. They pick and choose to go to Vlad. They tell their business. He asked the questions. How the fuck is that on Vlad? I don't understand it personally. But now Shaun Atwood is doing the shit. And the problem is, if you got a problem with it, these niggas is the one going over there. Why ain't they coming to a black content creator? If they all want to tell their stories, why aren't they supporting another content creator? It does kind of annoy me that Shaun Atwood is benefiting in this way to a degree, just because not that I got something against him. It's like, y'all, why y'all going over there? Anyway, she went over there and she told a little more. She's very reckless. When she went to Tasha K, she was reckless. Then it's gotten bigger and bigger and more and more. You know? Yeah, Shaun Atwood, what'd you say? Do not recommend. And that's the thing. So here's the thing about that. I feel like they're playing in our face a little bit. You know, that's why I have a problem. I have a problem with that. Like, I feel like he is truly benefiting sitting back and laughing at these coons. I'm not calling our people coons, but I feel like that's what they're thinking. Does that make sense? And I don't know that man, but that's the way it feels to me, that they're going over there. Jaguar Wright, Adria English, now Ariel, she done been over there. Courtney, he's going over there. They all going over there telling this bullshit. And then anyway, nevertheless, the girl is reckless. She gets her stories fucked up. And I feel like now I'm not saying she wasn't there. I'm not saying she don't know these people. I feel like some of these people she met after the fact. And she's hearing stories, but she's conflating things. She's mixing up stories. Just like I said, that picture she showed, that's Tierra Marie, allegedly, not this 11-year-old girl that she keeps talking about. So anywho, we're going to watch when she comes back over to Lionel B. See, I would rather they all go to Lionel B's damn platform. Why won't they go over there? Like, if they want to go to a sizable platform and shoot their shit. See, because we're not going to front that see, those people, I don't feel like they were paying that much attention to these black stories until this Diddy shit blew up. But if you really got a problem, why are y'all over there? Just go over to Lionel B. Lionel B has talked to a few people already. He's talked to Adria. She's been over here a couple times. I want to say Gene Deal has been over there. Several people related to this story have been over there. Go to Lionel B's then. Go to Lionel B's. I'm sure he will welcome you. Shout out to Lionel B. If you want to watch the full video without interruption, it is linked in this description. Oh, you know what? Someone asked for shit. I forgot to let me pull up my members thing. I forgot to do that. See, I got sidetracked talking about Leon Isaac Kennedy's fist. Hold on, y'all. Let me get out here. That fist threw me off, okay? That missing arm. That fucked me up for a second. So let me go on over here and get what I was asked to get. Hold on. I'm coming. All right. I'm gonna be there in a second. I'm almost there. Okay. Here we go. I found it. It's right here. I just gotta copy it. And then when I copy it, I'll put it in the chat. Okay, there it is right there. Okay, join. Okay, there it is. Let me get back over here. I'll put it right here. Okay. That's where it is right there. Okay, bam. And if one of the moderators can copy it and have it in there. Hey, 504. What you say? Not a scary movie to what? Child, that thing was a horror film. Okay, when I saw that shit, it wasn't no P tape. It was a horror film. I was devastated. I was traumatized. His whole arm. But anyway, nevertheless, I digress. Okay. I don't know why they're going over there. Code the Lionel B. Excuse me. And if you want to watch it uninterrupted, you can do it there. All right. So let's listen to see what this lady says. So she gets, remember when she got the Lionel B and I said she seemed different than when she was over at Tasha K's. At Tasha K's, she just seemed real antsy and all over the place. Like she couldn't sit still. She drinking that wine. And she says that she has chemical imbalance. So when she drinks a little bit, it just throws her off and shit. And I suggest she should not drink when she's doing these damn interviews. It's too much. Hi, Miss Gina. Miss Gina must be behind in the chat. She told me I'm 56 in 15 days. Happy birthday, Miss Gina. Come back and I'll sing to you. Not like you really want me to, but if you want me to, come back over here. I'll sing to you on your birthday. Yeah, 504, she's all over the place. Now, when she got over the line, it'll be the first time she seemed calmer. She seemed more focused. I didn't agree with everything she was saying. The shit was kind of off. Please hit the like button. But she seemed more sensible at least. And then, yeah, 504, I kind of feel the same way. It's like it's not interesting anymore because it's getting blown. It's too much. And she got shit mixed up. And I wasn't there and I don't know none of these people. And I know the stories are a little fucked up. She got them all confused. So now she goes back and she's very weird to me in this particular video. Okay. So let's listen. I hope I shared it with sound. Let me know if y'all hear the sound.
You know, or dealing with those presidential people. How did that feel?
Isn't it interesting how you guys are upset just hearing about it, but we actually lived it? So imagine how we feel. And then now we have to defend and prove it to y'all that we went through what we went through when y'all have nothing to do with it. We already lived it. And when we were living and going through it live, y'all were nowhere around. So it's just interesting that it draws emotion from you guys and you weren't even there and we actually lived it and we have to explain ourselves and beg for y'all to believe us. It's interesting.
Now, peeps, for all...
Okay, could y'all hear it? Could y'all hear the sound? I just want to make sure y'all could hear before we move forward. In the spirit of Dennis Byron, put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat. Okay, y'all can hear it. Okay, cool. Jerry said, "What the hell?" Wait, Jerry, just wait. Listen. Okay, so y'all see how she is right now. You see how she in the bed. She on something. I'm not saying she says she doesn't do drugs. It sounds like she does. She smokes a little weed and she drinks. I don't know what she did before this video. I don't know why she is in the bed. I don't know why we got to talk to her while she in her bed, but that's what's happening. Okay. So, yeah. And that's why I said it's weird right now. Hey, my Lexi, the law nerd, boo-boo. How are you? Hey, TD Wheel. Okay. Assistant from New Jersey. All right, y'all. Okay, let's get into it.
All of you who've seen part 1 of my viral interview with Adria English, where she sat down for an exclusive tell-all, this is part 2. And if you hadn't had the pleasure of seeing part 1, make sure you watch it right after this video, as it will be linked in the video description and end screens. Now I sat down again with Adria English as she revealed even more shocking information that will leave you
504 said, "I smoke, I drink. I'm supposed to stop, but I can't." You better make a rhyme. Is that the song for real? Y'all listen. It must be a hip hop song because I don't really. If you ain't mainstream, I don't know you. Okay, I really don't. I don't know no songs. Okay, I really like Kendrick Lamar, but all I know is they not like us. Okay, I don't know none of these songs by these damn people. Okay, I don't. I know who the people are. I know who Jay-Z is, but I can't tell you one song name. I really can't. Honest to God. Um, Drake. All I know is Hotline Bling or whatever. That's all I know. I don't know these people. I don't know them like that. That's it. I know the stories, but I don't know them. Anyway, so I don't know that song, child. Who sang it? It must be a rap or something. I don't know these people. Anyway, okay, let's listen to Adria English.
Absolutely floored. She revealed all of the major celebrities, presidents, and royalty that Diddy trafficked her to. She also revealed some dark secrets about Diddy's mom. Now, this is an interview that you definitely don't want to miss.
Hey, Muffin.
Who were some of those major celebrities that Diddy actually trafficked you to?
Jacob the jeweler. Hey, Jacob. The others are from European countries.
Tell me why she is in the bed doing all this. It's weird. It's very weird. Anyway, anyway.
And of a royalty. Very royal. Very royal.
Like princes, that type of thing?
Definitely a prince.
Whoa.
Now let's be clear. Remember, what's the other little girl that came out here? She's been telling her story too. That says she had to get away. We talked about her. We had her on here. Hey, Tony or Tori. I'm sorry. Y'all remember when she damn, what was that girl's name? The one that was over there from White Underbelly. When she came out here and she legit a couple years back talked about going to a Diddy party, which was an FO, that, talking about being able to go in the house. She was picked to go in the house and shit. And, she told us a lot of similar stuff too. So anyway, let's listen.
The opposite of being smooth.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. She talked about that prince, and she said that girl said the prince took her over there. Remember, it was an Arabian prince. They lived in LA or whatever, and they flew to Miami, and then they were supposed to have been going to Cuba or some shit. And he kept saying, your life is going to change. And basically, she felt like she was handpicked to be turned over to Diddy. And she said she went into the house and she saw crazy shit. She saw children. She saw children in there dressed like, what's it called? Harajuku Barbies. I don't even know what a Harajuku is. I looked that up, but every reference I saw pertained to like how Nicki Minaj would dress up, as a Barbie. But she said the children were there and all of that. But she said that a prince brought her over there. So she could, like, while people are thinking other princes, like, I don't think, even though we know Prince Andrew was a freakazoid and nasty and a child toucher, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like he was at a Diddy party. I think he was just spending his time over there at Epstein's house because he was a part of that whole Epstein thing. That man has really been found guilty of doing shit to children, right? So I think that people think that's what she's talking about. I could be wrong, but I personally don't think that that's what she's talking about. Okay. And then, isn't there that other prince? I can't think of his name, the black guy. Everybody called Prince. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The black guy, he always has he has a head wrap on. He's usually always in white. And he's always around, like, I've seen him with Lisa Ray. He's always with these black beauties, in Hollywood and stuff. I don't know if he's a real prince, if he just called himself a prince, but he be walking around with looks like a court of men and stuff follow him around like he is a real prince or whatever. I don't know, but she could be talking about him. But we're gonna go in. So she does a lot of she sets shit up like cliffhangers that gets you to thinking shit, and people run with it when I don't feel like she is being accurate. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like some of this shit is true. Not that I think it's a lie, but I think she conflates things. She hears stories herself. She's not even present for, and she's repeating them. So let's listen.
If you have smooth arms as opposed to hairy.
Ooh. So we're talking about
So you want me to believe, I'm not saying it's impossible, but we're supposed to believe that Harry was at Diddy's house having a freak off. Now, I think Harry was a very down to earth royal. I feel because he did kind of, he was that royal. He was almost like a little rebellious even as a kid. And he was the queen's favorite grandson. I don't care what nobody says. It was very obvious that he and his grandmother had a very close relationship. But he was also the prince that didn't really want to get involved with all the royal stuff, and which is why he would come to the States often. He would go to Canada. That's how he met his wife. He met her. He didn't meet her in Compton. He didn't even meet her in Hollywood. He met her on the set of Suits in Canada, in Toronto. So I feel like she's making reference to things. I doubt very seriously. I wasn't there. I'm not saying I'm completely right. I don't know. I'm giving my opinion. I personally don't think this lady saw Harry at a damn freak off. And even if he came to a party, like I've said before, there are a lot of people that went to Diddy's white parties. They went to the white parties, but the shit wasn't going down necessarily at the white party. It went down at the after party of the white party. So there are people that may have attended, but they didn't do nothing. He might, but that doesn't mean he's participating in orgies. You know what I'm saying? Jerry said, I think he got a little freak in him, though. He can have, I got a little freak in me, though. You, Heifer, you got a little freak in you. Don't play. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was so what? But I don't think he's in, having nasty orgies. Hi, Black but Not Bitter. Hey, my belle. He didn't meet his wife. In my opinion, she scraped him out. What? She scoped him out. Is that what you're saying? Harry got secrets. He might. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is, I doubt it. This is my belief. Again, that's my belief. I do not think that man was at a FO having orgies just all willy-nilly. I do not believe it. Now, I do believe if he wanted to have an orgy, he would bring them to him. He's not going to go to a Diddy party. Just like I said this about a president. And they're going to hint around to some bullshit here too. I'm not going for it. Because they're hinting that it's like Obama. But let's listen. She don't give straight answers.
The one that's newly married to the biracial lady.
That's the only prince. That's the only prince I know.
Okay. Damn, y'all.
Allegedly. It's a few people that are presidential.
A few.
Here,
hold on. Let's go back.
It's newly married to the biracial lady.
That's the only prince.
Just because he's at a party. This is obviously the same. Here, let me make it bigger. This is obviously the same event, right? You got two pictures of him with Diddy and Kanye. All right. Now, I don't care for these people necessarily. Actually, I don't care for either one of them, Diddy or Kanye West. I don't like either one of them. I'm not going to say, though, if we were somewhere, at the same time, same place, somebody had the camera, and we might not end up in the same picture. But I also am not the prince. So they are just excited to meet Prince Harry as he might have been to meet Kanye and Diddy. They posing for a picture. He's at a party. So what? That does not mean he was at an FO. That's all I'm saying. I believe if some of these people, I'm not saying they don't get freaky. I'm not saying they don't have orgies. I'm saying they would typically do it in a controlled environment. You don't get to control the environment of somebody else's house. And these people have very specific and skilled security around them. And it's just not going to go down all willy-nilly. That's just my opinion. And, whatever, I'm just saying. Okay, let's get into it.
That's the only prince I know.
It's not the
Okay.
only one mentioned.
Damn, y'all.
Allegedly. It's a few people that are presidential.
And here's the thing, too. She says things as if she was there. Hell, we could all tell some of the stories she tells because we've seen the pictures, we've heard the stories. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, a lady 747. She said, this is a business party. They do not look like they dressed for a freak off. I don't see no drinks in their hands. I ain't seen nothing like that. We don't even know where they were. That's all I'm saying. She's a little full of shit here and there. Yes, Mystical. Mystical says she is a Jag 2.0. She is. Hit the like button. Okay? She is. Hit the like button. Okay?
A few. So it was more than one president.
Somebody who should have just stepped down and retired and appointed somebody else to the actual power instead of them making them jump through a bunch of circuits and hoops only to not give it to them. You know, you had the power to just go ahead and step down and appoint, but you didn't want to do that, right?
What is she talking about? What president do we know of that should have stepped down and gave somebody? Who is she talking about? Like, even in that case right there, we're not talking about Trump. We're not talking about Barack Obama. Who's she talking about? Clinton? He didn't need to step down. In fact, he won a second term. So what did we talk? Biden should have stepped down. Biden went at no damn. So now we're supposed to believe Biden was at a freak off. This is what she wants us to believe. As I've stated before, let me be very clear about something. We talked about this before. A president cannot go into a space like that. Secret Service, even if they are a former president, they have security. They have Secret Service security for the rest of their life. And so does their family. So the Chelsea Clinton has security right now. The Obama girls, they will have security for the rest of their life. The Bush girls, they will have security for the rest of their life. A president cannot go into a space and just go into a party without Secret Service first understanding where they're going to be. All the exits, they need to know where the exits are. They need to know what's in here. They need to know who's coming. They got to check the backgrounds of everybody coming. So you want me to believe that Biden, his old ass, went to a freak off all willy-nilly and he's just up in there fucking. That's what we're supposed to believe. That's what we're supposed to believe. Well, don't believe it because it's not true. It's impossible. If Biden, and this is what I will say, let's say Biden wanted to have a damn, freak off, okay? Look, let's be clear. John F. Kennedy was a freak. He was a freak, okay? He got busy, all right? And Marilyn Monroe used to come to him and they got freaky together, okay? Then she went over there and got freaky with Bobby. That's not my business, okay? They always freaky. All right. I don't know why you would freak, your brother's freak. And I don't know why a woman would want to freak two brothers. I don't know. It's not my business. But you can best believe they weren't just willy-nilly somewhere. They might have been at a hotel. They might have been somewhere in the Oval Office. Clinton was a freak. He wasn't out having no orgies out here. I'm not saying they couldn't have one. They would bring the people to them. Those people would have to be checked out, and its shit would be top secret. This is impossible. It does not happen like that. We talked about how if you are in DC, I don't give a damn if you're in DC or any city. When a president comes in the city, they got to understand what route that president is even going to take to drive from one space to the next. They barricade off streets. Traffic has to be shut down because they have to clear a way for him, even if he's just in a car. So there's no way in hell they would be at a freak off at Diddy's house because Diddy is inviting everybody. They can't control that environment. So let's be clear, y'all. It's just ridiculous. And who needs to step down? Biden ain't stepped down, and he doesn't. He's the president. He just decided he wasn't gonna run. They decided for him he should not run. It is what it is. But she's full of shit. She's making up shit at this point.
Allegedly. Not allegedly. That's what you did. You should have stepped down. How you gonna back? Oh wait, I'm saying too much. But how you gonna back a campaign when all you had to do was step down and then appoint and say, hey, it wouldn't have to be no election.
It doesn't work like that. Even if let's say for instance, he decides to step down and the vice president takes over. She can only take over for the remainder of the term. She becomes the president, the Speaker of the House becomes the vice president. This is how it works. And then at the end of that term, she would have to run. She doesn't know what she's fucking talking about. You know what I'm saying? She's just making shit up. VP Kamala came to our boule, and the headache we had to get through security was wild. Thank you very much. There's no way a prez would be there. Absolutely. The elite diva said, facts. I work in downtown DC and the motorcade comes through often and traffic is shut down. It is impossible. It is impossible. And she doesn't even know how the system works. So she's just over here rambling, making shit up to be interesting so that she can come back and be called in to say some more shit. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. What'd you say, DMV? Facts V. Allegedly, I worked for said organizations. Oh, not allegedly. What you say, Nola, your girl, it's apparent she does not vote or has taken a civics class. Okay. It just doesn't work like that. Black but not bitter said, in my younger days, I dated someone on the Secret Service. Black but not bitter. Look at you. Black but not bitter. She be knowing the influential men's. Okay. So there's a process. So this bullshit, and then what happens is other ignorant people who have also not taken a civics class or read a newspaper or paid attention, they listen to this bullshit and they run. Oh, Obama was at a freak off. Oh, Clinton was at a freak off. No, if they wanted to have a freak off, they would have it. They would have it on their own. They would not be at no damn Diddy house. Bullshit. Stop it.
You know what I'm saying?
Just to clarify for the audience, it was more than one president that was found on those tapes?
Multiple.
How do you know this, Adria? Did you see these tapes? These people did not even know they were being recorded. Let's be very clear. Diddy had 250 cameras in that one house. That means almost every bedroom, every angle, he had cameras, he had mics. It was crazy. People were doing things in rooms and they did not know they were being recorded. Some of them thought they were in a controlled environment. They go into these different rooms and they didn't know that it wasn't private. They were literally being recorded without their knowledge. So if they were being recorded without their knowledge, how would she know how many tapes and who's on tapes? Because they didn't even fuck with her like that. She may have been invited here or there. She may have been a participant here and there, but she damn sure ain't seen no tapes. Now stop it. She's full of shit.
Damn.
Multiple kings and princes from different countries.
Okay.
Dubai, shout out to Dubai. You got all the hoes in LA up. That's what the hoes out here do. Go to Dubai and get that bag and come out here and spend it.
And
I told y'all game. Why you?
Lady, we've known this for years. We know that the women go to Dubai and they get shit on. They get shit on their bodies. They get shit in their mouth and they come back with a bag. That's a bag I will never have. I don't give a fuck how broke I am. I'll be homeless before I let you shit in my motherfucking mouth. That's not an option. Okay. She has heard what you say, 504. She done heard some stories. Okay. Her stories are worse than Yes, Jerry. They go, they get shit in their mouth, and they come back with $20,000 and $30,000. I will be homeless first. And they are not only getting shit in their mouth, some of these folks have to eat the shit. Now, this is not allegedly. Some others, they give the women food and they want them to eat certain foods so that they can get shit on them. The men want to be shit on. There are men that want you to eat certain foods that will make your shit runny. They like the diarrhea type of shit. They do that. They do that on their bodies. And then they get paid and they come home. Am I lying though? Put a one in the chat if you've heard this before. Okay. Okay. Yes. Dubai feces parties. Okay.
You're mad now?
And no, I mean, look, I don't know if this is true, but Hazel E did live there for a minute. So I don't know why she was there and she was getting the bag. She said it all the time. I don't know if she was getting shit on. I'm just saying what I'm saying.
Not just LA, all y'all hoes. All the hoes is going to Dubai to get that money. I ain't mad at y'all.
Did you go?
That ain't allegedly.
It's not alleged. But we
Yeah,
all
there's a
heard
lot of celebs that we actually heard, a lot of female celebs that was going to Dubai and getting that Prince money and coming back.
Exactly. So they also take.
I'm laughing at Lady because I was thinking the same thing. I thought it was a damn birthmark. When she first came on screen, I was like, is that the birthmark? What's on her shoulder? Lady 747 said, that is the ugliest heart I have ever seen. Must be covering up somebody's face. Child, I don't know. It don't look like it. Just look whack. I don't know what that name or whatever. Oh no, is that like a heartbeat or something? Child, I can't. It's and that hair is crazy. And I want her to. She don't look good. She does not look good right here. She looks like. I didn't say you were one, Adria. I'm saying you look like a crackhead right now. You look like somebody who's strung out on something. And the way you are moving around in that bed is very weird. It is very, very weird. It is hard to take you seriously, baby. It's just not.
Flights and private jets, and they come to America too to have a good time, you know? So they definitely show up for the party.
All right, so tell us a little bit more about Janice, because I know in that first interview you definitely went in, you gave us some little bit of details, but give us some more details about Miss Janice Combs.
Hey, Life Unleashed.
Well, let's talk about Mama Diddy.
Hey, Jackson.
You know what you did to my friend. You know how you and your son played with my friend underage in the bed, Janice? Why you do that to your son, allegedly? Why you allegedly turn your son out and now he's this worldwide global threat? You know why he has so much anger against women? Because of you, Janice. Because of what you did to him.
So let's be clear about something. How would she even know that? If that were the truth, if that was actually the case, how would she know? How could she possibly know this? Right, 504. Why do you care? Right? Anyway,
if you guys check with anybody that's been traumatized, especially sexually, a lot of times the person they're traumatized by causes a block in their brain and a hatred. So if you're a man that gets traumatized by a woman, deep down you're going to hate women and it might turn you gay. If you were traumatized by a man, you might just turn gay and just be gay because that's your first sexual experience.
So you are over here just making up shit. So you're trying to theorize and diagnose what Diddy and why he is the way he is. You're just making assumptions at this point. Girl, shit. A lady 747, that's your cousin. Ain't none of my sister. She related to you. Okay? Light skinned lady. This your friend.
If you're a virgin and your first sexual experience is with the opposite sex,
Uh-huh.
your mind is going to naturally go back to that to bust your nut. And if you were going to be heterosexual, but somebody took advantage of you,
that turns you gay.
It's weird and it's sad to say, but even though it's abuse, deep down, that's going to be the thing that gets you off.
Okay.
Because that's your first sexual experience. You feel me?
Is that what happened to you? Like, did you read this in the book? Did somebody tell you this, or did this happen to you? And because that's what happened to you, that's what you think happens? That's what had to happen to Diddy? He could just be the fucking devil. He could have come out as a demon. Now, I'm not saying nobody didn't touch him. A lot of people have been touched. A lot of people have been abused. A lot of them. A lot of them. A lot of them. We've kind of had this discussion before. It happens. But, ladies, stop it.
Janice, we know what you did. You know, it started with her, Clive Davis.
Right, Julian.
Clive Davis, one of the main ones. Clive.
Because Clive Davis used to abuse Diddy, correct?
Correct.
How do you know that Clive abused Diddy? Who said that? Abused, or did they just fook? So you mean to tell me every time somebody has sex, they're abused? Who told you that he was, now Lionel B, who told you that Clive Davis abused grown ass Puffy when they started working together? Now, come on, Lionel B. Stop it.
Allegedly. And you see right now when they trying to ask him about Diddy, he's like, playing like he got no memory. What's
What?
But he was right there in the rooms with my friend who was underage. Him, Harvey, Pierre. I'm coming for you too, Harvey. You're not innocent, my boy.
His name is not Harvey. It's Harv Pierre. Okay. I mean, maybe his whole name is Harvey, but people call him Harv. And in every document, in every article, and every picture I've seen him in, he's Harv Pierre. And now you are telling a story that we've all heard about allegedly Tierra Marie. That's what you're talking about, but you're conflating it and you're saying it's somebody you know. You're saying it's another girl, but let's listen.
My boy, my guy.
Now, were you seeing Harv Pierre at a lot of the Diddy parties? I see him on video a lot.
Yes,
Was he
at all of them.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the celebrities that Diddy actually traffics you to. Are you able to give us those names?
You know, the judge just denied the gag order.
What?
We can talk again. We can talk again.
Let's go.
Talk again? What you mean again? Heifer, you've been talking and you ain't a part of this case. Like, let's really be serious. She is not even a part of the case. I don't think they take her seriously. I don't think that they would the feds would ever use her as a witness. Simply because the way she's out here and the fact that she's just saying whatever she wants to say, shit she's heard, like all of this is crazy. Like, give me a break. Give me a break. She's here. She's repeating shit we have heard before. That's all she is doing.
Oh, let's go. Lionel B Show exclusive.
Hey, we can talk again, everybody.
How did you feel like knowing that, you know, or dealing with those presidential people? How did that feel?
Isn't it interesting how you guys are upset just hearing about it? But we actually lived it. So imagine how we feel. And then now we have to defend and prove it to y'all that we went through what we went through when y'all have nothing to do with it. We already lived it. And when we were living it and going through it live, y'all were nowhere around. So it's just interesting that it draws emotion from you guys. And you weren't even there. And we actually lived it. And we have to explain ourselves and beg for y'all to believe us. It's interesting.
Yeah, you guys can't be attacking victims, man. Like, that's not cool.
Lady 747. You know what? I meant to bring that up earlier. I was so I was mad last night. So they're saying it was a humiliation ritual. Okay, we'll come back and talk about that. And I still haven't seen the fight because it round one the shit locked up. It locked up, and anyway, don't get me started. I was so angry, and I delayed this damn live that was scheduled last night 2 and 3 times, thinking that I was gonna see the fight. Da 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 da. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm still mad at late 747, and then I was hurt to hear he lost. But we'll talk about that later.
And a couple of the presidential situations I'm talking about weren't very presidential back then.
Bingo.
Some people
Bingo. Now, do I believe Donald Trump could have been involved in some stuff? Absolutely. And what he might even who knows with Donald Trump, but he was not a president at the time. Now, that's the one thing you're saying that could possibly be the case, but we've all sort of, felt like that. We all kind of like picked up on that Donald Trump might be involved in something because he's pictured with Diddy many times. They obviously had a relationship. But let's be very clear. And people are suggesting that hold on, I'm sorry. Leo lady, I didn't even read your thing here. I'm so sorry, babes. When you said earlier I made it in on time, finished my church work in time. Not your church work. I hope you had finished it before I start talking about Leon Isaac Kennedy's arm. I hope. Forgive me, Lord. If Leo lady didn't have her work done by the time we was talking about Leon Kennedy's elbow, I'm sorry, Lord. I didn't know. Okay. Next time, don't come over. You know how I do. Girl, you better get that church work done before you don't be doing your Bible study work. Okay, girl. All right. Don't be doing that over here. We got to do that separately. That's a different life. And I love the Lord. Okay. What you say, V? Did you see the interview Mike did with? Yes, I thought that was okay. We'll talk about that later. Yes, I did see that. I also saw when he walked away and his ass was out. I don't give a damn what y'all say. I love Mike Tyson. Period. Okay. Anyway, let's listen to this whole.
For businessmen who file bankruptcy.
That's what I was gonna get at, Danielle. Thank you so much for saying it. So, what I was gonna say about Donald Trump. People keep saying, "Oh, Trump is going to pardon Diddy, and he's going to pardon Eric Adams, the mayor of New York." First and foremost, and there's another content creator keeps saying, "Well, he could pardon him. He doesn't have to be convicted first to get pardoned." All right, that may legally he probably could do that, but when has that happened? I just want to know how often does it happen that anybody gets pardoned? Whether it's by a governor or by the president, and the person hasn't already been convicted. I'll wait. And then here's the other thing. If Donald Trump did not pardon a man that he considered to be his best friend, so this is allegedly, Trump and Epstein said they were best friends. So if that's the case, that man rotted in jail allegedly, unless he living somewhere and got a whole because he was rich enough, he could have a whole plastic surgery, be looking differently. I don't know if that man dead or not. I don't know if he killed himself or not. I don't know if somebody else did it. But what I do know is Donald Trump did not pardon him. You see what I'm saying? So if Donald Trump didn't pardon his white friend, why does these niggas think that he's gonna pardon them? Make it make sense. If he does have tapes or something on Donald Trump, you don't think Donald Trump isn't evil enough, and he does anything he wants to do. So do you think he wouldn't handle that and delete people and things? If this man has no shame, why would he pardon these niggas? I just don't believe he would. That's just me, but whatever.
See, every time they didn't want to pay their employees. Allegedly.
Any presidential people that were kind of the darker skin as well, or were they all pretty light skin?
It's a few high-powered attorneys that are representing victims that were at the parties.
Okay, she's talking about Mark Garagos. We have heard these stories before. I do think Mark Garagos could be a little crooked. They say that he is. Some say he has something to do with Michael Jackson as well, because Michael fired him. And they have suggested as well that Diddy has something to do with Michael Jackson's deletion, and that because Michael Jackson's head of security, who was literally one of the two men. I don't know if y'all saw that movie about Michael Jackson. It was like his last days, and he was with the two black security guards. Well, that one is Diddy's security guard. He went to go work for Diddy, and Little Rod, who had the second lawsuit that came out after Cassie's, and he talked about everything that he went through and how he was assaulted and all of that stuff. And he talked about Cuba Gooding Jr. and Diddy trying to hook them up and all of that shit. He talked about that pow that happened in the studio, and Lil Rod was told to put the guy out front and pretend like it was a drive-by. Remember all of that? So we've heard some of this shit before. Lil Rod had similar stories as well. So this lady talking all this shit, it doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, victims right now?
Lil Rod said that that Diddy told him, because I can't think of the man's name, but it's something Muhammad. He said he can make people disappear. So they're saying there's a connection that man, who also, by the way, sidebar, that security guard was the first person that doctor called when Michael didn't wake up. And do you know it was an hour and a half before they called the emergency room? Called for an ambulance. That man had an hour and a half later, after he had passed on, that's when they called. There's some fucked up shit about that. Now, do I think that it's possible that he could have been involved simply because how is this man known to get rid of people? He worked for Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's gone. Michael Jackson was going after Tommy Mottola. He said Tommy Mottola was the devil. Michael Jackson owned several masters. Several. He didn't just own his own. He owned the Beatles. And he bought Little Richard's masters and gave it to him. See, that's why they didn't fuck with Mike. No one in the history of entertainment has ever donated as much money to charity as Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson had donated hundreds of millions of dollars to charities. They did not like that. Now, Michael, when he died, was cash poor, but his assets were worth millions, damn near billions, which is why upon his death, everything becomes extremely appreciated. And he had, he was worth over $1 billion at that point. And they wanted access. They wanted it. So, anyway.
They're representing victims right now when they were at the parties.
Whoa. That's crazy.
That's another video. I have so much to tell you guys, but we got to do it one video at a time, because I notice when I try to tell you guys too much, you can't follow, and then you think I'm on drugs or whatever. I want to let everybody know I smoke weed, which is legal, and I drink lightly champagne or wine, a beer here and there. That's all I do, everybody. That's on my son.
But you know what? You do understand that alcohol is a drug. Weed is a drug. You may not be addicted to weed, but alcohol is probably one of the most dangerous drugs you can ever have. Because if you get addicted to alcohol and you drink it all the time, and then you stop cold turkey, you could die from the withdrawals. You can die from the withdrawals faster than you can on heroin. Okay? Heroin. Okay? The folks addicted to heroin, now I'm saying it wrong. I'm just gonna say it the way that the niggas in the street say it. If you are addicted to heroin and you have withdrawals, you might think you're gonna die, but you probably won't. 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna die. You're going to feel like you want to die or you about to die, but you ain't going to die. But that alcohol will have you fucked up. Okay? So, lady, and guess what? You can drink too much wine. I had one of my godmothers that I told y'all lived in that building that partied all the time. That lady drank at least a 6-pack of beer daily up until her death. Up until her death. And I didn't really notice it till I became an adult. And I was like, oh my God, she is drinking like at 2 p.m. She got to pee. She always had she had to have her a can of beer. She drank that shit all day long. Okay. You can become addicted. That is a drug. It is dangerous too, lady. And if you have a chemical imbalance, why are you drinking it? Anyway.
Everybody's saying I'm a crackhead. I'm on this. I'm on that. I've had shroom chocolate before. Mm-hmm. And I liked it because it opened my mind up to really thinking about some deeper things, but it didn't make me trip and go rob a bank or nothing like that. But besides that, y'all leave me alone. I'm not on any cocaine, no meth, no lean, no pills, no none of that. Whatever. What's his name? NBA young boy laid out with the pill bottle and all that. Niggas is dying of overdoses. That ain't me, y'all. Just leave me alone on that. You know what I mean? I smoke weed. Leave me alone.
Now, you previously talked about there was a famous baseball player that you had an entanglement with. Did he come from Diddy as well? And do you want to drop his name?
He had an entanglement. And it's interesting because we both, how can I say it? Basically, Jenny from the block, I had your man before you, bitch.
Whoa.
You up, J-Lo. J-Lo, you up. And you lucky you left the country, ho.
Okay, so wait a minute. So now you had A-Rod. Did you just fuck A-Rod? Is that it? He saw you and because he's A-Rod, he screwed you and that you calling that an entanglement? You were an ex-worker, weren't you? I mean, he was an ex-worker. No, she said, Jenny, 504, she said, Jenny, I had your man before you, which is A-Rod. So, and what's that mean? And when did Jenny leave the country? That's what I'm trying to understand. When did Jennifer Lopez leave the country? What, she went on a trip? Because she ain't never lived out of the country that I know of. What is she talking about?
I know what you did to my home girl. Sticking that shit up in her. Your ass going to hell, bitch. J-Lo, I'm coming for you, ho. Let me see you anywhere. I don't care. We at the Met Gala, bitch. I'm running up on you. It's on site.
Let's be clear. Let's be very clear. 9 times out of 10, you will never be around Jenny from the block. And the second thing is you will never be at the Met Gala. Who are we fooling right now? You're going to run into J-Lo at the Met Gala? Really? No, ma'am. Stop it.
So which dude of J-Lo's did you have? Who was the guy?
I love green eyes. You know my husband has green eyes? My ex-husband, I should say. The one I married. The only one I chose to marry has green eyes. I love green eye guys. Mm-hmm. And that's not allegedly. I love green eye guys.
Mm-hmm.
So he had, wait a minute. So he had green eyes. He used to be with J-Lo and he paid for it.
So?
I met him at Larry Flint's Hustler Club in Manhattan on 51st and the West Side Highway. Initially.
Uh-huh. And then what?
Mm.
And?
A lot of people paid with their credit cards. That's why I have so many receipts.
Girl, bye. Wait a minute. So now we're supposed to believe that you had, hey, Miss HLS, hey, Diddy's baby oil. Let me just make sure I understand this. Please hit the like button, y'all. Let me make sure I understand this. This girl kills me acting as if I'm supposed to believe that A-Rod paid for sex with a credit card. And where did he swipe that bitch? In the crack of your ass? Like, how did this work, ma'am? Make this make sense. Thank you, Jackson Tabasco. Oh my God, I swear I didn't see this. We just said this. Dang. This lady crazy.
And this is before like Cash App and
Oh yeah.
Zelle and all that other stuff.
Years
We never mind. I'm going to stop it.
and years, and it was none of that available.
Girl, stop it.
It was only cash and credit cards.
Yeah.
Actual documentation.
Okay.
And every time they paid with their credit card, they gave us funny. It was called funny money, monopoly looking money. And what we were to do with it is at the end of the night, we cash it back. This is how scandalous the club is. If a guy ain't got no cash, he come with his credit card, they're going to charge him 15% to get however much he want off his credit card. Then when they give it to the girls, when we turn it in so we can get because we got paychecks. I paid taxes off my money.
I'm sorry. Okay, wait a minute. Stop it. So now hoes are filing taxes. Is that right? Is that what we're saying? This is what I'm supposed to believe. Do you believe it? Hoes are getting paid by credit card, and then they file their taxes for the money they got for fucking. Okay, this is what we're saying. Yes? Yes? Huh? What'd you say? Larry Flint was from? Was he? Was he? He from here? Child. Black but not bitter. What you trying to say?
just get dollars and all that thrown, like all that's new to me. I was professional with mine. Yes.
Yeah,
so when
she got a 1099. She's a contractor. Okay. Does she have a business? Like, I don't know. Does she have an LLC? Like, how the fuck did this work? Girl, bye.
Pay with their credit card, they would give us this funny money and they would charge them like 15-20% to use their credit card to get the money. Then when we had the money, when we wanted to get our paycheck, we had to turn in the money. However much you turn in, they took another 15% from us.
Okay. It sounds to me, which now she's conflating two things. The way this is being presented is as if Diddy was somehow responsible for being at this club and everybody at the club. So what you working at a club sounds like a strip club, right? So she works at a strip club. Somebody comes in there. First of all, typically, I know they paid with cash. Yes. Let's say she did something at the place. Maybe she did get this funny money. Maybe she did have to cash in that way. But why are you conflating two things? We're here to talk about Diddy. What happened at Diddy's house, what parties he had, who was there, what you had to do. What's that got to do with you meeting A-Rod at a fucking strip club? You might have met anybody at the strip club. What's that got to do with anything? Yes, he probably paid you cash. Yeah, you probably did something with that knob of his. Or as Wendy Williams would say, you maybe have performed a professional. Okay? Maybe you did a professional job on him. So if that's the case, what's that got to do with Diddy? And if A-Rod was there, so what? I mean, a whole lot of men was up in there. And I bet you didn't discriminate. I bet you was performing professionals. If that's what you do, you was probably performing professionals with the nigga in the alley somewhere who came in, had some extra cash and paid you. Girl, bye. This ain't got nothing. One ain't got shit to do with the other. And I ain't making no judgment about it. If these niggas go to the strip club, I guess they went for the full experience. This ain't got shit to do with nothing else. I don't understand.
And then they had the check cash in place, literally directly across the street, like steps away. That was 24 hours. And then when we took our check over to the check cash in place, who didn't ask us for no ID or nothing, they were cool with the club. You didn't need an ID or nothing, because a lot of the Russian girls that were coming there didn't have no identification. And then they would charge you another 10%. So they were just taxing everybody.
What's it got to do with what we're talking
Everybody
about?
getting hit. Damn.
Everybody. By the time you got your money, that $1,000 turned in like 700 and something, but it was all good.
Lionel B, I need you to catch on. You are not. See, and maybe this is why. Now let me just be. I'm not trying to shit on Lionel B because I like him. I actually like watching his content. I do. And this is probably where I sometimes can mess up an interview, because as soon as you say something weird, I'm going to call you on it. Have you noticed? I mean, when I do an interview, if you say something wild, I'm a challenge what you're saying if it doesn't make sense. Whereas some interviewers will just let a person run their mouth. And that's probably good for a lot of reasons. But for me, hey, Clutch of My Pros, I had a message for you, girl, at the beginning. Miss you. I'm glad you're here. Hey, let's talk about it all. So I'm just saying, I can't. Never mind. I ain't saying shit. I just saying that the way I interview is not like how others interview. I would have been calling her on this shit. But then again, that could have made her mad. She would have left. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't gonna be like, anyway.
Now, there's been a lot of talk online and all that Jigga Man could possibly be involved. Can you speak to any of that?
Well, what I do know is that there's a trap house in Texas that has been allegedly funded by the Diddler and Jigga. That Yellow B, yes on me, baby, is running. And I heard there's a whole bunch of minors up in there, girls and boys, but they're not fucking the boys, but they are fucking the girls. And somebody needs to run up in there. It's in Dallas, Texas. I got the address for y'all if y'all need it. Yeah, I said it. What y'all gonna do? Come kill me? You gonna send me back to heaven faster?
Miss HLS said, who gives an interview sitting in the bed? A hoe. A prostitute.
So you can go to hell even faster and even more hotter. What you gonna do? Think I'm afraid of death? I'm telling all y'all wrong. Minors, you don't even let them have the chance to develop their mind and be something positive. You teach them that this is the life they're supposed to live, and you fucking the little girls. That's on me, baby. I'm coming for all these niggas with hair just on the back of their neck. Who do that? Just right here.
What's that got to do with anything?
The fuck is that? Come to LA. Come to LA. I got something for you. That's on me, baby.
Did you ever have any interactions with Jay-Z, like physically?
Oh, yes. Anthony Gallo ended up booking the Rockaware campaign. I'll tell you a cute story. We're going to leave it to this story and maybe one more, but I have so many stories, but I don't want to jumble them, and then it's too much for people to keep up with. So Anthony Gallo ends up booking the Rockaware campaign. Now that hasn't been scrubbed. You can find that. And we went to the, release party for it. It was at a lounge. And this is cute. Jay, what up, Jay? So when he tried to get with Aaliyah, my homegirl Aaliyah, right? And she chose up on Dame Dash. Then he approached me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dating Anthony Gallo, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Anthony books the Rockaware campaign.
She look hella different, don't she? Cocaine, a hell of a drug, ain't it? Allegedly. Wait.
I'm dating Anthony Gallo, though, right?
Okay. Look at her there. Actually, who she resembles right here to me? Right here, she looks like Tawanda. Tawanda, yeah. Braxton. Don't she a little bit? Anyhow.
So Anthony books the Rockaware campaign. So because he books the Rockaware campaign, we go to the celebration for the release, whatever they call it, the launch party. And we walk in and there's a bar. It's like a long bar. It's a lounge. And literally when we walked in, Jay-Z was like at that end of the bar, but in the entrance is a bar. The bar starts right here and it goes down. So you can clearly see that Jay is at that end of the bar, right? So we're walking in, everybody's shaking Anthony.
Can somebody block a lady 747, please? Please, can somebody block her ass? Okay, and then unblock her. All right, when you're done, just block her and then unblock her. Okay, I'm just saying, heifer. Okay.
In the hand, like, oh, good campaign, it looks nice, whatever. And then we were at the end of the bar, and I was like, we always pre-gamed at our apartment, you know what I mean? So, and then every time we went to these events,
504, you probably deserve it too, okay? 504 said, I'm about to block myself.
it was always, open bar, like, it was free. So we came in a little tipsy. So anyway, he was like, Anthony said, I need to use the bathroom. I need to go pee. And I was like, all right. He was like, yeah, I see Jay-Z down there. If I come back from the bathroom and you're down there talking to him, it's going to be problems when we get home. And I was like, I would never disrespect you. But at this time, we fans, you know what I mean? So he's talking to me like on some real shit. Like, that's the real Jay-Z. Because I hadn't met him. I didn't get to go to the Rockaware shoot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that's the real Jay-Z right there type shit, So he was like, I have to pee. Then I'll take us around and mingle you so you can network. But if I come back from the bathroom and you down there talking to him without me, we leave and it's going to be a wrap. So I was like, all right, I got you. So he went to the bathroom and I was just standing there. Tell me why when he came to the bathroom, who was standing right next to me?
And
Jay-Z left his position at the bar and came and stood and was all in my face like this. And when Anthony came from the bathroom, Jay-Z was standing right there and he knew I didn't move one step and he saw that Jay-Z came to me.
So tell us more about Janice Combs and some of the things you actually seen her witness her do.
Janice likes minors, allegedly. Janice knows about everything that's going on. That's not allegedly.
mm-hmm.
They're hiding money in other countries. I know where the countries are, and my investigators are on to you guys.
So wait a minute. There's two things here. One, we have already been made aware that Diddy has put much of his assets in her name, his mother's name, and some of the kids' names, or a couple of the kids' names. This is already public knowledge now. All right. The first time I heard it was years ago when Mace was going off. Mace is the first one that came out, but long before Diddy was ever arrested, long before Diddy was raided. 3 years ago, Mace was saying all the money or a lot of the assets, a lot of those catalogs and shit, the masters are in Diddy's mother's name. She is not telling us something we do not already know and that she hasn't already heard. Do we believe that Diddy probably has put some money in offshore accounts? Yes, most millionaires do that. A lot of times in Cayman Islands, that they do it. We know this. So I can guess at that. I don't know it to be a fact, but I feel confident to saying it's very likely. She is not telling us some shit that we don't already know. And she don't even know this woman. She ain't never met this lady. Now, is this lady probably trash? Yeah, I believe that. She birthed garbage. So certainly she's probably trash. But you're not, girl, I can't.
It's a wrap. There's pretty much nothing you guys can do. I know about all the people globally that y'all been going around to the third world countries with people with no voices and promising to bring them back to America.
Mm-hmm.
Only for them to be human punching bags.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, someone has bodies all around the world. They're a global threat, allegedly. But Janice, you the worst one. You created it. You've supported it. You've held the secrets. You had the nerve to take all the kids and go in there and go visit and, all of that.
Well, here's the thing. A lady 747 said, V, they are saying this lady did not birth Diddy. What do you think? I think we know this. We heard that from this one. We heard it from her. I think she's about to say it. I can't remember if she said it here or in the first one, but she's about to say it. I had never heard that before. It came from her. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wait. Yeah. You talking about she's Tupac's little girl too? Yeah, she and Allie Carter, they sisters. The fuck? You know what I mean? Like, this crazy.
Yeah, but she likes allegedly to have threesomes with her son. My friend has had 2 kids for them.
Hold on, before we get into this bullshit. How do you know she had threesomes with the son? Did you say that because we all saw them kiss in the mouth? Like, I thought that shit was weird, especially in the context in which it happened. Let me say this. So, growing up, I used to kiss my mom and my dad in the mouth, right? My mom, when I got to be like 17, 18, she was like, I don't know. You've been kissing these niggas. I don't want you kissing me in my mouth no more. Okay. All right. So there's that. So my thought is, and you know, look, I got some baby cousins right now that if I see them, they will kiss me. We'll kiss them. But it's like, mwah, you know, it's like, hey, boo-boo, mwah. It's not a big deal. Okay. But this one, when we saw Diddy kissing Janice, they were already talking about Janice fucking. I mean, really, that was the context of the conversation, wasn't it? So when she turns around and kisses this boy, and the way she did it, the way they looked at each other, it was kind of weird. It was kind of nasty. Like me and my son don't kiss in the mouth. But I mean, I'm not going to say anything about someone who might, but it was just weird the way they did it. It felt cringy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
that we're trying to figure out where the babies are. She likes to drink breast milk, allegedly.
Wait a minute. Janice likes to drink breast milk?
She believes it makes you younger.
Wait a minute. The way Lionel B said that. Wait a minute. That takes me out every time hold on, let me go back. Oh, that cracked me up, child.
You've held the secret. You had the nerve to take all the kids and go in there and go visit and, you know, all of that. Yeah, but she likes allegedly to have threesomes with her son. My friend has had 2 kids for them that we're trying to figure out where the babies are.
Oh, you trying to figure
She likes to drink breast milk, allegedly.
Wait a minute. Janice likes to drink breast milk?
She believes it makes you younger.
Damn.
Like how babies need those nutrients to, you know, develop. Those same nutrients, she believes, you know, rejuvenate you or whatever, allegedly. She believes that, allegedly.
Have any interactions with Jennifer Lopez at all, or did you just kind of see her in passing?
She would be at the club.
TD Will said, if I had kids, I wouldn't dare kiss them in the mouth. Do you know where my mouth has been? Shit. And I got a son. I don't want to think about what his mouth may have been. Hell to the fuck no. Okay? Shit. Right?
At the parties. We ain't never chopped it up. I chopped it up with Kim Porter, though. Yeah. I had a fight with Superhead, Corinne Steffens.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's another day. That's enough. I can't talk. I got to give that to y'all on the next one.
Okay.
Because it's too long. We got to stick to when we're talking about the topic.
Oh, really? Now you want to stick to the topic?
I have so many stories. We have 2 years to 3 years worth of stories, you guys. And I'm going to give you guys everything, the truth.
Before Diddy actually trafficked you.
Black but not bitter. And I didn't either. Okay, let me tell you something. My mother did not nurse me. And now when I had a son, I did, but my mom didn't. And later on, I was very sick as a kid. So she kind of felt like, because she started feeling guilty later on. She's like, maybe because I didn't feed her breast milk. Maybe that's why she's so sick. Because I was in and out of the hospital and shit. I had pneumonia like 3 times by the time I was 3. They thought I was gonna die at one point. So she was feeling all guilty about it. So later on, when I had a baby, and I was like, I don't want to breastfeed. I really didn't want to be quite honest. I didn't want to. But then, you know, I was talking to the doctor, and they were like, well, do it for like 6 weeks. I ended up doing it for 4 months. But he really was drinking both. He had formula and he had breast milk. It got to a point where I was just doing the breast milk in the middle of the night. You know, he might wake up, you know, middle of the night. So up until about the, 4th month, I was like, okay, my breast is all chafed and sore and shit. I was like, oh fuck. It was terrible. Oh God. Anyway.
Out to these other celebrities. Did you have a intimate relationship with Diddy as well?
Multiple times.
Really?
Was he into like really weird, freaky, crazy stuff or?
Animals. Exotic.
Not
animals, allegedly.
Not what was the name of that movie? Psycho. What was the name of that? No, what was the name of that movie where her head was spinning and shit? Linda Blair. No, she don't. Not Linda Blair. What was that movie, y'all? Oh, The Exorcist. The Exorcist, right? Hell no, child, not The Exorcist.
Even fish.
Really?
Fish?
Freaky ass niggas.
How you know?
Imagine spending thousands of dollars to fly an exotic fish.
And how you know?
Allegedly.
So wait, was you were in the room having a threesome with Diddy, and then in the midst of having the threesome with Diddy, he pulled out an exotic fish and let the fish perform a professional. Is that what you're saying? You were right there. You saw all of this. Okay. Is that what I'm hearing? Is that, girl, Black Monopoly, don't bring that up. That is the most weird, disgusting, freaky to me. She said Ice-T's wife probably still breastfeeding her daughter. She was breastfeeding her. That girl was a little, like 10. That little girl was still being pushed around in the damn stroller where her legs damn near dragging the shit. Like, what the hell? Get out of here. These people are weird. Now that is weird and freaky to me. If somebody can come over and ask me for the titty, you're damn well too old. Okay. If you can talk and walk your ass and say, nope, it's too long.
Say the Nemo around this bitch. Hide your wives, hide your kids, hide Nemo.
Hide Nemo. Damn.
Look, and the little mermaid around that bitch.
Now, Adria, do you feel like Mary J. Blige is going to be taken down as well?
Yes.
You
because she had with my friend Danny Boy at 15 years old. The one that sang all the hooks on Tupac shit. I ain't mad at you.
Now, I don't know if Danny... Okay, so this ended. That was the last thing she said. Now, let me say this. Danny Boy came out on his own and talked about being gay and having to hide being gay. We do know that he was the artist on Death Row. The only one. They didn't really push him like they should have. He went over there, started kicking it with Diddy. And he was a teenager and stuff. It doesn't surprise me, but this is the story we heard from Danny Boy. This girl, all she did was really come out here and spew some theories, some rumors, and that's why I'm not impressed. Okay? I am not impressed. Now, we're going to skip over real quick, and we go to everyone's favorite white Englishman at this point. The one that they all go over there and make a fool of themselves with, and that would be Shaun Atwood. Okay? I've also linked this video in the description if you would like to watch it on a uninterrupted. Okay? But I know I said this earlier, but I shall say it again. Fair use, under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes of criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and education and research. Okay? So we will be reacting to this interview that Shaun Atwood did with Adria English, who now looks completely different. She stays in that bedroom, though. She stays in that bedroom.
Adria English with us. First time ever live.
First time live.
Huge thank you for coming on.
Thank you guys for having me. Shout out to England. What up, everybody? I hope to come there soon. You guys got to get me there live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we would love to. And I'm putting Adria's Instagram link in the description right now in the chat. So
Thank you, guys.
Please go and follow and support. And if you've got any other questions, go over there because it's going to get crazy in the chat tonight. All right, so
how crazy? Not crazier than all of us.
Before we get into the Diddy stuff, could you just set the table with a bit of your backstory of what led to that, please?
Mm-hmm.
I was dating a guy, a model named Anthony Gallo, and he got the opportunity to move to New York and pursue his modeling career. I was having trouble on the West Coast with me having a past in the adult film industry. My family found out, and basically they shunned me. You know, it was a big letdown because I wasn't that type of person. I am a Christian. I believe in God. I was raised in the church. My parents been together since 13
Did
years.
she just say she's not that kind of person? So after and I can't remember if she had told this story initially, and I don't know how deep she's gonna go into it here because I haven't watched this whole one. But that first interview I think she did with Lionel B, she mentioned that her parents found that she did a P tape. She did a P tape. I think she was like a freshman in college or something, or was she in high school? I don't know. She was young, and she was living at home, and she did a P tape. And somebody shared the P tape with her parents, and after that, she left. Now she leaves and she goes across the country, but she starts stripping. Okay, and we can only guess what all she did at the strip club, and then she was hired by Diddy while working at the strip club and dating the Anthony Gallo guy, again, as an ex-worker. So if you ask me, she is like that. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Popeye. Child, you still Popeyes? Y'all, last night, when I couldn't watch the damn fight because Netflix crashed and shit. Legacy Moon and Native always do a show on Friday nights, late night, right? So I went over there, and when I got there, they were having this whole battle of the chicken place. I don't know how. I honestly missed the part as to how they got there to the chicken place. So they were trolling Native, and people started trolling them and started putting different chicken places in there. So when I got there, somebody was Popeyes, somebody else was KFC. I don't know who else was there, but I came in there, and I admit I joined in. Okay, I became BW3s. I became the Crispy Coop. Yes, I was Cane's. I was. I did so many shit. I got to go back, and you can't change your name more than like 2-3 times in a 14-day period or some shit. And so now I had to create new ones. I'm just going in there and just. So whoever this Popeyes is, who is you? Now I owned up to who I was. Okay. I was a few. Hell, I was so many. I don't even remember. Oh, Cluckers. I was Cluckers. Then I came back. I was Gladys and Ron's. People was putting Roscoe's chicken and waffles. I was Gladys and Ron's. I was Cluckers. I was Crispy Coop. I was Cane's. And I can't remember what the hell else I was. Shit. Hey, Legacy Moon. I was a lot of them. Okay, damn it. Now, who the hell is Popeyes? Whoever they are, they probably stuck for 14 days. Who the hell are you? I'm so sick. I got chicken names for about 3-4 troll accounts. Now I can't do shit with them. Okay, for 14 days, I can't change no names or nothing. So anyway, yeah, they trolled the hell out of me with that damn chicken. So I went back. I came back. Oh, I was BW3s. Oh, I was Rooster. Shit, I was a lot of them, child. I'm stuck. So, child. Did somebody? I don't think anybody became Bojangles. And as a matter of fact, were you Did you come Black but not bitter? Because that was the one Native said. I'm surprised why ain't nobody Bojangles in here. Child made so many. I changed so many names. It was a mess. But anywho, we back. Who the hell is Popeyes? That's what I want to know. Who the fuck is Popeyes?
So I'm the firstborn, their love child. So it was devastating for them to find something like that out. I was manipulated into it initially by a guy I was dating, Jake Steed. He was like a boyfriend, and he kind of groomed me to do that because he said we would make money forever, residuals, which he's been collecting for the last over 20 years.
People confessing. Allegedly in Harmony was Roscoe's. You was Roscoe's. Who the hell? Popeyes, who the fuck are you? Who are you? It was fun though. It was fun. Oh God. Miss Lorraine, you was Roscoe's. Did you what? Y'all is a mess. Who allegedly in Harvard? Were you Roscoe's or Miss Lorraine was you Roscoe's? Who was y'all? Okay. A mess. It was hilarious.
And hasn't given me $1, even though I signed residual paperwork. And I'm everywhere online in the adult, my name is Unique. If anybody wants to look it up, OMUNIQUE. You just type in P** Unique. And then click over to
I'm
image.
not paying attention now. So look at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Y'all stuck, ain't you? You can't do shit for 14 days. Had to create new accounts. And then at the end, Legacy Moon, at the end, people start coming back, right? Legacy Moon said, VLenore, what was you? You done come back. I was like, what happened? What was going on? Y'all was talking about chicken over here? It was a mess. It was a damn mess. And I thought Legacy Moon was gonna have a heart attack. She was over there cracking up so bad. I thought she was gonna have a stroke. She was hollering. It was a mess. Child became so many chicken places. It was ridiculous. Prima Wanda. Wait, Lexi Moon said, I knew it was you. Prima Wanda, I had a message for you at the beginning too. Y'all gonna have to go back. You clutching my pearls. We was just talking. Anyway.
And videos, and they should all pop up. It is my past, you guys. The reason why I'm bringing it up, people are like, why are you even talking about it? Is because it was only a 6-month time frame in 1999 when I was 20, 19 going on 20, and just a 6-month period. I did 8 movies within that 6-month period. And now we're like 25, almost 30 years later, and it's still like that chapter of my life is still ongoing, and it looks like I'm still currently in that industry, and I haven't been since that 1 6-month period.
But really you are. See, really you were. Even though you didn't do P-tapes anymore, you still were in the industry. You were literally selling your body, whether it was at the strip club or over at Diddy's house. So let's not get fucked up. You were still in the sex industry. So, ma'am, let's not act like, that's ridiculous. And then here's the thing, too. Like, she talks a lot about coming up in the church and how she's so different from this and that. Like, girl, you are still acting like you're in the sex industry. You're still acting like that. You in the bed talking about, I give up. Why am I trying to reason? I don't know.
So when I got manipulated in that, and then I hid it from my family for a long time, until a member of my church I grew up with since 9 years old came across it while they were in New York on travel, and they ended up bringing a copy back to California and bringing it to the church and giving it to the minister of all people.
That is precisely why I have never in my fucking life ever been taped. See, because you can't undo that shit. And then you don't know how somebody's going to react. Like, let's say we do a tape today. We madly in love, and this is for us. Soon as Mad Day come, you don't know where that thing's going to land. You don't know how it's going to be used. Shit, I had a whole husband that I never did. Like I said, I've done suggestive pictures to him, but suggestive, never know any nudity at all. That's just being just sexy and puckering up and whatever. But to literally show your body or perform an act on tape, you had better either own that tape yourself, and even that I wouldn't trust. God forbid somebody get up in your cloud or whatever. You better be careful. You can't undo it. She has a whole son right now. And what if they came across that shit? I told you that story about my friend later on with Evander and that shit coming back to haunt her. She didn't even sign up for this shit. She didn't even know it was happening. So it's just humiliating. That's why you got to really be careful about these situations you be in or you put yourself in, because you can't undo it once it's done. And then that shit will come back and you could be a changed person. And I'm not saying you need to be ashamed of it, but honestly, I would be ashamed of it. I'm just saying. I'm ashamed of things that were less than that, in my opinion. So God forbid something like that happen. Hell no. You better be careful. Hey,
who, of course, called a meeting with my parents and told them. And I was currently working as a telemetry technician.
Wait a minute. I thought you said that. See, you said that your parents saw it when you got home. You were embarrassed. They were embarrassed. Now you're saying you called home and told your parents? This is why she's not credible. This is why I know the FBI ain't talking to her. No, and if they did talk to her, they knew they couldn't use her because she's out here running her mouth. She's spewing what could be considered to be lies and rumors, and she's changing her story.
/ unit secretary, in a hospital. Very professional job with a 401k and a retirement plan. I was valedictorian in my high school, Ontario High School. I graduated in white in 1996 when everybody graduated in maroon. I went to Long Beach State for college. And in the dorms to the left, they put me in the co-ed dorm. To the left were the male athletes and to the right were the girls. But they were all stripping to get through school because they were all from Compton, Long Beach, Los Angeles. I was from the suburbs and I had never been around like city girls before. And they were on my same floor in the dorm. So that naturally is who I hung out with. And then they got me involved in the dance scene, which led me to meet Jake. So anyway, when my family found out, I was very embarrassed, came home from work and they had it on the big screen in my mouth. Yes. So imagine the horror walking in, like not knowing anything. And you're just right there on the big screen in front of your parents in a sexual act that you had performed like 3 or 4 years ago that you were thought was going to never even come out anywhere around. So anyway, when Anthony got opportunity to move to New York.
Wait a minute. Okay, so she is saying that her parents saw it, but let's be clear about something. She said she did 8 SEX movies in a 6-month period of time. Okay. She was in the P industry, right? Okay, great. How is it that you thought these things would never come back around? You were hired so that it would be gotten around. The purpose of you doing the movie was for distribution so that people could sell it. How is it possible that you did 8 movies in 6 months and you never thought they would see the light of day? Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Asked me to go with him. I happily said yes. We get to New York. He ends up getting an opportunity to audition for the Sean John campaign with Huff back then. And we were excited. He let me go with him to the audition. We get there, and long story short, he comes busting out of the room like cussing, saying that he was asked to perform fellatio on Puff in order to book the job. And Anthony wasn't with it. Shout out to all my BTQ community. Everybody, doesn't matter what what you are, what you do, but you can't force what you are into on people. That's where it's wrong. And so when he refused initially, so it was like, oh, too bad you don't get a chance to work on the campaign. But I was working as a go-go dancer in the regular club scene. In Manhattan is only 13 miles by 11 miles. So the go-go scene is pretty small. And then I was also dancing at Larry Flint's Hustler Club on the 51st and the West Side Highway, because me and Anthony, I went back to LA for Memorial Weekend and we came back and our apartment was ransacked and we got robbed for everything. And so we were like, do we go back to Cali?
504 said, I'm sick of this hoe. 504 be sick of all the hoes. Okay. She's sick of Saya's ass. She's sick of Nesto. She's sick of Jerron Hurd. Now she's sick of her. 504, you be sick of everybody, girl. I'm sick of this out.
Looking stupid, like broke. You quit your job. The family knows about what you did. We're gonna come back broke, or we gonna do what we got to do to stay in this expensive city that'll eat you up in a day, New York City. So that's how we decided that I was gonna dance. As soon as I walked into Larry Flynt's Hustler Club, it was like natural. I'm like, I felt the vibe. They auditioned me, they hired me right away, and then they gave me the name of Sasha. They were like, it's a rush.
Wait, we'll come back to this. I'm sorry. Southside Chantel said the 32-inch was the big screen bag. Facts. Okay. Facts. Shit. Are you kidding me? I damn near remember when the color TV came out. Shit. We done seen a lot of evolution, haven't we? We have seen a lot of shit evolve. But you're right. 32-inch was the big screen back. You're probably right, though.
Russian name. We get a lot of Russian people that come.
And it was on the floor model. Don't get it fucked up. It was the floor model TV. Okay? Jesus. Prima Wanda. Girl, Prima Wanda, I had a message for you earlier. I was talking about y'all behind y'all's back. Y'all gotta rewind. I love y'all.
I mean, Sasha's great. You look exotic. You don't look black. You don't look, you don't look Dominican. You could be whatever. So putting Sasha with it'll make you look more exotic. So I was with it.
Okay, let me go back just a little bit because see what she's about to say now.
Saying that
she's about to suggest that Jay-Z met this girl and she was going by Sasha, right? I guess she's telling you now how see, I haven't seen this interview, but I know these fucking stories. So she said initially that, when she was working as a stripper, what have you, that she, I guess she's explaining how she got the name Sasha. Okay. So that was the name she went by, I guess, at the club. She is suggesting at this point that she meets Jay-Z, and then Jay-Z is who named Beyonce Sasha Fierce. Let's listen.
Was asked to perform fellatio on Puff in order to book the job, and Anthony wasn't with it. Shout out to all my BTQ community. Everybody, doesn't matter what what you are, what you do, but you can't force what you are into on people. That's where it's wrong.
Clear. Puffy wasn't trying to make nobody gay. I mean, let's break it down. Excuse me. He wasn't trying to make anybody gay. He was trying to control. See, when somebody grapes you, someone SAs you, it's never about the sex. It's never about, fucking or just needing to get your rocks off. What gets their rocks off is being powerful, controlling you, making you do what they want you to do, or taking from you to humiliate you. So it's never about, oh, I want to make this person this, or you know what I'm saying? It's not about that, because he didn't have to do that to a man. He did it to women as well. So what was it then? Girl.
No. And so when
this is the valedictorian. She said she was the valedictorian of her high school, grew up in church. This is how she talking. Okay.
Refused initially, so it was like, oh, too bad you don't, get a chance to work on the campaign. But I was working as a go-go dancer in the regular club scene. In Manhattan is only 13 miles by 11 miles. So the go-go scene is pretty small. And then I was also dancing at Larry Flynt's Hustler Club on the 51st and the West Side Highway, because me and Anthony, I went back to LA for Memorial Weekend, and we came back and our apartment was ransacked and we got robbed for everything. And so we were like, do we go back to Cali looking stupid, like broke? You quit your job. The family knows about what you did. We're going to come back broke, or are we going to do what we got to do to stay in this expensive city that'll eat you up in a day?
Let me ask you something. If somebody comes in and they ransack your house, they tear it up to pieces, they steal from you, are you ashamed of that? Did you do something, or did they do something to you? Because if that happens to me, I have nothing to be ashamed of. if I have to go home. Like this story doesn't make sense to me. But that's how I think. I'm not going to, I will hate that happened to me. I will feel violated that it happened to me. But I didn't do it. So why am I going to be embarrassed? Anyway.
New York City. So that's how we decided that I was going to dance. You know, as soon as I walked into Larry Flynn's Hustler Club, it was like natural. And like I felt the vibe. They auditioned me, they hired me right away. And then they gave me the name of Sasha. They were like, it's a Russian name. We get a lot of Russian people that come in. Sasha's great. You look exotic. You don't look black. You don't look, you don't look Dominican. You could be what?
Hold up now. Let's come on now. Didn't we see her looking like Tawanda Braxton just a few minutes ago when she was super young? Are you telling me she didn't look like a black girl? Is that what we're saying? She didn't look like a black woman? I don't know why she focuses on that kind of shit. I don't get it. And for her to say she didn't look Dominican, let me tell you something. One of my very best friends is Dominican. Her family, her father is dark as tar, dark as my son's father, dark. Okay, he's Dominican. My girlfriend, she you could look at her and say, "Oh, okay, is she?" My first guess is that she's black. If you hear her talk, you can kind of. She's from New York, and she was from Queens, and so she does have a slight New York accent with a slight the Spanish accent. She does have that. So when she talks, you might say, "Oh, okay," but she's still black. Let's be very clear. That's why I get upset sometimes when I hear people talk about Dominicans, because I remember. I mean, I'm not saying all Dominicans are like this. Obviously, this is a whole black woman over here not trying to be black. So when people talk about Cardi B saying, she didn't consider her black, okay, that's too bad. Okay. At the end of the day, I know that my friend's family, her mother looked at the first glance, some may have thought she was white until she spoke. But her father was very, very dark. They're black, all of them. They consider themselves black. They're black Dominicans. Okay. So this idea, you don't look black, you don't look Dominican, you don't look, Heifer, you are black and you look black all day and night. Okay. You look black. But she also likes to make reference. I heard her say that her mother is biracial. And that's why she was like, shout out to all the white people. I'm white. I got white. Bitch, you are black. You are black as fuck. Okay. I'm black, you black. All right, period. But you get the fuck. I hate that shit. I hate that shit so bad.
Whatever. So putting Sasha with it'll make you look more exotic. So I was with it. So when I ended up meeting Smiko Thomas in the regular go-go scene, she approached me with the opportunity to work at Puffy's white parties, and then brought up the fact that my boyfriend Anthony can book the campaign and work the campaign if I agree to work the white parties. So
that part, Lexi Moon. If the police pull this chick over, I bet you they will treat you as a. That's why I say, look, I don't have a problem with you. Look, let me tell you, this is how I look at it. The same way, if y'all have heard Halle Berry tell the story, that when she was a little girl, her mother is white. Okay, her mother is white. She loves her mother. Her mother raised she and her sister. Okay. Her mother is white. Her mother took her when she was a little girl. They went and they stood in the mirror, and her mother said to her, "What do you see?" And she said, she's like, because she was saying in the when she looked in the mirror, the gist of it was, she said, "You are beautiful, and I am your mother. I am white, and I am your mother. But the world will see you as a black woman. You are black." And Halle has always accepted that she's black. At the end of the day, as I mentioned before, Halle Berry is darker than me. She's darker than me, and she's biracial, and I am not. My father, like I told y'all, my father was light skinned and all, and he had a fine grade of hair, but he was black to me. I didn't even know he was biracial until, my teens. So I don't get this. I'm not telling people to deny their parents. You love them. They made you. That what they are is a part of you, but we're talking about people in America and how this country is set up. And whether we agree with the one drop rule or not, I can say I'm biracial all day long if I were, I'm not. But if, let's say I was, it doesn't matter what I'm calling myself, how I see myself. It's how the world sees you. And if you don't understand how the world sees you, you're not going to be able to navigate through it effectively. You need to understand, how will they see me? And that's the shit that bothers me. That bothers me. But she's not. Let me tell you, when she played Queen, they had to lighten her skin. As a matter of fact, they put a lot of makeup on to make her look lighter. Even though she's a whole biracial woman, they still went out of their way to make her lighter. She will tell you that. In fact, Jasmine Guy, who was also in Queen, who is biracial as well, she felt she was upset that she did not get the lead role because she was lighter than Halle. Now, she's not saying, look, Jasmine Guy considers herself black. She was just giving giving a comparison that she thought she should have had that role because the role is a biracial girl, right? Who was trying to navigate, as a slave in the South, trying to see what. So when she saw, she's like, they had to lighten her skin, but I am the complexion of so she was just making that comparison. I say all that to say the world will see you as black. They will see you as black. Maybe not the world, because I learned that the hard way, right? But America will see you as black. My friend Sandra, my friend Sandra, who is the Dominican friend I'm talking about, she's darker than me. Her hair is fine. It's very fine, and it's a different gray. But she's browner than me. Anyway, that shit bugs me. I'm not trying to be funny. It really bugs the fuck out of me.
Obviously, I was a groupie back then. I grew up on, East Coast, music. I loved everybody and everyone a part of it. So I was like, hell yeah, that's some good networking. I'm trying to sing. I sing, I rap, I write, I dance. I was on the dance team in high school and college. It was my dream to dance, sing, and perform. And that's why when I got the opportunity, I was like, what better person to show out? It's like an audition every time, But he just string me along. It was coercion in my heart and just dangled the opportunity over my face over and over and over. And I just never got there. Imagine, you guys, if you can imagine Beyonce, right? You guys, everybody loves Beyonce. You guys love her so much. You pay $500, $1,000 for a ticket to see her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if Beyonce this entire time for the last 20 plus years had been denied to sing and perform this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
But she's Beyonce. She has the skill in her. But because she's being hated on, she's never able to dance, sing, or whatever. So Beyonce would be somewhere crazy right now. The real Beyonce, if this whole time she was never allowed to go in the studio, record a song, get on stage, sing for y'all, perform for y'all, have Blue Ivy up there. If all that was blocked this whole time, she'd be somewhere crazy.
What is the point? What's this got to do with anything? She is a groupie. She's still a groupie. She's still very starstruck. She is really, she's very insecure. She's very shallow. And she sounds very crazy. And I don't know what the fuck this has to do with anything.
Drugs, something like that. Well, that's me. So when they took my name and gave it to her, Sasha, and put the fierce on it, I was like, that's cold, because she got famous and celebrated from Destiny's Child. They got famous from Kids. She's never had to be an exotic dancer or anything. So now when you become Sasha and you put the fierce on, all of a sudden you have this stripper persona and you're behind the partition. That's me. And so imagine watching that on the outside, and you're on EBT and government assistance, and you see all of them just dancing around in the mansions and the Grammys, and nobody inviting you no more, and you blackball for no reason, and then you done put in all this extra work sexually, allegedly, for fake promises and I was very naive. I believed them. You know what I mean?
What
Like
does this have to do? Why is she is jealous of J-Lo? Beyonce? I don't get it. It's very weird. This is very, very weird. She gets so sidetracked. I got a lot of nerve, huh? You're sidetracked all the damn time.
believe with all my heart. Like you know what? This is Diddy.
Mhm.
I'm looking around, Mary J.
Uh-huh.
Blige right there. Everybody is in the house. Busta Rhymes, Paris Hilton, Jacob the Jeweler. Everybody's there. Diana Ross. Trump was there. His kids.
Look, bitch, I sat behind Diana Ross. Don't come for me. I sat right behind her, damn it. Okay? So I don't want to hear this shit. Hi, sis, is a comment.
Biden, Prince Harry, Kamala. It was all there up in there chilling. Big chilling.
Wait a minute. You're saying Kamala Harris. Is this what we're saying? Kamala Harris was hanging with y'all. That's what yeah, Jerry. No, Beyonce. Ciao.
So I mean, I was just like, it ain't no other mix to be in the music industry. Like these are the people. So that's why I believed it for so long. When people say, well, why did you keep going back? Because I had already put in work. So like, I'm just gonna take a complete loss. No, I'm gonna keep putting in the work, and then I'm gonna get the payday and the fame and the fortune, and But I got nothing but sent to the mental institution.
Oh wow, you went to a mental institution. I'm not hating on anybody who went to a mental institution, but that actually puts things in context a little better. Because she did mention that she has a chemical imbalance. She did mention that. And she uses drugs on top of that. No wonder. Why are we talking to her then? Because I feel like that's another reason why she's all over the place. And I'm not trying to belittle that. What I'm saying is these stories become less credible. And that would be used in the court. They would never bring this woman in. Never. But she claims the feds have talked to her, allegedly. That's how she put it out there. And it, girl.
Lie and say that.
So yes, Beyonce and Kamala stole her shine. Okay. They all stole her shine. Yes. And sent her to a mental institution. That's what I got out of it.
All a dream, and I made it up in order for them to release me, or they were going to just keep me in there doping me up and stuff.
Well, you've come through it all, and you're here now, and in the chat, it's all love and respect for you tonight.
I appreciate that, you guys, because it feels really bad when you have to beg and plead for people to believe you and understand. We already are a victim. You already been through the trauma and still alive. And then to get the courage and now finally talk about it, and the first thing people want to say is you're lying.
I haven't heard the part where she was taken advantage of. I haven't got to the part where she was traumatized. What did Diddy do to her? Look, Diddy, let her tell it. Diddy asked or told her boyfriend to perform a professional. He said no. He got the hell on. So who was traumatized? Even he wasn't traumatized because he said, no, I ain't doing that shit. And he left. Let you sell it, allegedly. So thank you, Shell Loves. Thank you for the CashApp. So make this make sense. I don't understand any of this.
God. You're chasing clout. You just want a bag. No, I want professional counseling. I want probably some type of SSI, some type of, I can't work nowhere. This is traumatic. I have post-traumatic stress disorder. All I can do is perform, act, model, show up, talk to you guys. I can't go work a regular job. Imagine if you told Beyonce to go work a regular job. Like, you can't. You want to do what God put you to do.
Yes. No, I'm sorry. You can work a professional job. You really can. I promise you can. I understand what you wanted to pursue, sis. I get it. Been there, done it. And then you go work a job. In fact, I worked a job while I was pursuing. See, you can do it. People do it every day. And everybody doesn't make it. And when they don't make it, they have to go get a job. So you didn't make it. You're 40-something years old. You should get your ass up and go get a job. Okay? Maybe you could work at a dance studio. Maybe you can go work with a vocal coach. Maybe you could, I don't give a damn what you do, but you got to get a job, sis. You can work a real job. It can be done. It happens every day. I promise you.
That's why in my book, I go a lot deeper. I have a book coming out.
Okay.
I go real deep into everything that I saw, experienced, felt in my journey of going from a good girl to a bad girl and get an opportunity to be a good girl again through God. Because he will.
This is Sonya's little sister. Right? Somebody said this, Sonya. Lee Diva said, this Sonya's little sister. And then since isn't common said, get SSI. And it sounds like she would qualify. Shit, I don't make these decisions or anything, but I think she qualified. I think I can diagnose her right now. I think they would give it to her. The fuck? Give me a damn break.
He will save you. I mean, I'm here to save souls because I led a lot of people down the wrong path, getting into the adult industry. And, there were married men that, saw me, and I caused a lot of people to lust and continue. And because I'm online, there's nothing I can do about it. And I feel like there's a part of me that's just going to be leading people to hell. People that click on, there's nothing wrong with the adult entertainment industry, to each his own.
Well, then if it's nothing wrong with it, when were you traumatized? If there is nothing wrong with the adult industry and you keep trying to separate yourself from it, and you keep saying you're traumatized, but we haven't heard the trauma, why are we here? Like, what? Huh? Nope, ain't going.
I'm not hating on it, but I was raised in the church as a Christian. I wasn't raised like that. That wasn't my dream.
But you did it for years. You spent more time being in that industry, whether it was the P tapes, whether it was the strip club, whether it was being hired to do whatever you was hired to do at these parties. You stayed right there in it, right? You stayed right there. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You say, but in the flip side, I wasn't raised like that. Go work for the church then. I'm trying to understand this. What you're saying is so contradictory, but then again, she done told us a bunch of lies. Shaun Atwood just be sitting there letting these people ramble. He don't ask much of nothing. Have you noticed that? He don't say shit. He sits back, lets these people say whatever the fuck, and he collects a check, and they look stupid. This is why I have a problem with it. Not so much him. Y'all keep going over there. Y'all keep going over there and getting a dime. I'm guessing. I doubt very seriously. Jerry says she could go train the stripper. Shut up. She could do something. This doesn't make any sense to me. But Shaun sits there. He just let him ramble. Jaguar go over there. Just Courtney and old girl. Old boy Courtney and Jag. They fight. Now Ariel's been over there. The attorney. They just sit back. Him and his little friend who be co-hosting with him. They sit back. They let these people ramble. They be having 9, 10, 14,000 people in the chat one time. At one time, he's getting cash apps. You know they're getting super chats, and these people are getting nothing, and they just keep going over there. Well, I'm gonna keep watching you.
I look comfortable doing it and whatever. That's because I am like a sexual person naturally. I've been told that I'm sexy since I was 12 years old. I don't try. Like I just naturally,
Wait a minute. Hold up. Who told you that you were sexy at 12? What happened? Who was that? Who was said person that said this? Are they locked up right now? What would make a person tell a 12-year-old you sexy? The fuck? Are we serious? Did you hit the like button? That's why I want to know. Did you? Huh? Shit.
I look young. I'm only 46, so I still can pull guys in my 20s.
Baby, you don't look Great. You look cute right now with your glasses on. Take them glasses off. Them eyes look wrinkled to shit. Who look? I'm not trying to be funny, but who look younger, me or her? She 46. I'm 54. I'll be 55 in March. You're not gonna tell me she look younger than me. And she, girl, bye. I can't. Sis, you gotta lay off that the alcohol, them drugs. Take your medication. Go pray, and I bet you'll look younger. That's all I'm saying. I bet you will look younger.
And it's not like I'm trying to do it. I don't do anything special. I don't work out religiously. I don't, eat a certain herb. I do nothing. I smoke weed still. I, drink champagne and wine. And I just been blessed. God just give me good genes because he's trying to maintain my appearance for y'all so I can get out here and perform so y'all can see what it was all about. Why did he have me there every
We
party?
ain't heard you sing yet. Can she sing? At least we hear Jax sing a little something when she talking shit every now and then. We ain't heard her say shit. We don't know if she can dance. She says she did. We don't know if she can sing. And we damn sure don't see her as looking young and sexy. I don't. I mean, I'm just saying. Maybe. I can't. Nope.
When there were tons of go-go dancers all up and down the tri-state, he could have hired anybody, but he kept bringing me back for a reason.
Yes, I am, damn it. I compare myself to this hoe that says she look good. I'm just saying. She look old to me. She look worn down. That's all I'm saying. She needs to get her some liquid collagen or something. I don't know. She needs to do something. But she is very delusional, a lady 747. All I'm saying, look at her eyes and look at mine. That's all I'm saying. Look at your eyes and hers. We can all compare ourselves. What the fuck is going on here? Okay. Diddy's baby all said, baby, you drink crack. Y'all ain't shit. Legacy Moon said, who does she think will sign her to a music contract at her age as an unknown? Yeah, and can't sing a lick. I mean, we ain't heard her sing a lick. That's what I'm saying. I got a feeling that she can't sing. I got a feeling. I don't know this for sure, but I got a feeling that she ain't no real dancer. She can't really sing. I don't understand what's going on here. I don't understand. And if she can do all those things, while she at church, she can join the choir. Like, don't get it twisted. She said if she can't do the things she good at, hell, they got liturgical dance in the church. They got a choir. She could be a soloist at the church, and she would be doing it for the Lord where she is comfortable. Because, right, she grew up in church. Make this make sense? Shit. Yeah, she might need some Botox. Now, that's true. I don't know. She need a lot of things. She might need some plastic surgery. That is not the point. I'm just saying this girl delusional as hell. Okay. And then this shit about I can't imagine not being able to do what I want to do. Well, you ain't been doing it. You ain't never did it. Sound like didn't nobody sign you ever. So make this make sense. You better go to the church and sing and dance in there. This makes no sense to me.
So dope. Beyonce had to become my persona. Y'all think about that. The Beehive. Think about it. Her name is Beyonce.
Uh-huh.
Why did you have to go from that exotic name of Beyonce to Sasha?
Yeah.
Why you just couldn't be Beyonce Fierce?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
Beyonce Fierce would have been dope too.
Facts.
Why'd it have to be Sasha Fierce? And I have video of Diddy announcing me as Sasha at his parties from 2004, and Beyonce didn't become Sasha in 2008 or 9. So
what?
You know what I mean? Like, come on
sure
now.
about that
Like, I don't gotta make it up. So as punishment, I sent one of my friends on her dad, and he got her pregnant. And so now her dad pays child support to my friend, and Beyonce has a sibling, and her parents got divorced. So that's what you get.
Huh?
All right, let's just pause here a minute.
Wait a minute. The Duchess says she needs an excuse, a psychiatrist, and the Lord. Jesus.
Solange. I love Solange. I want to holler at Solange. I want to work with Solange. You're dope. I listen to Cranes.
You just got done talking about Beyonce, and you think Solange wants to work with you? What you want to do with her? Because Solange can sing and dance. She's a fashion icon. She's just dope to me. I think she's seems very down to earth. You know what I mean? Girl, what you gonna do with Solange? What are you gonna do with her? Girl, bye.
In the sky like every day, girl. You are my inspiration, Solange. You are dope. You're the real
Thank you,
MVP
Dwan.
behind the scenes. I want to work with Solange.
I bet.
All right, so we've got almost 5,000 watching live now
5,000
across all
people.
platforms. If you've just joined us, we are here with
I don't give
Adria.
a damn. I got 107. Now, fuck you. Okay? I don't give a shit. Okay.
English's first ever live stream Q&A. Get your questions in, folks. Adria was right there at the free cuffs, was hired by Diddy.
Paid to be there, yes.
Witnessed a lot of heavy stuff that we're going to get
countless
into.
things that you guys would never in your wildest dreams would think people need to do just to get off.
We're going to slow down a bit. Go back to the first time you ever met Diddy. What was that encounter like?
Tell us.
It was dope. You know, he has a good charisma. There's a star essence about him. It was good energy. You know, I was driven to the Hamptons. They provided the car service. So when I left the city, I was thinking we were going to get there quick, but it was like a 4-hour drive through Long Island. And so I was like, what? Where are we going? And then
wait a minute. But we're not going to just run past this. You said that when you first got over there to meet Diddy, you really didn't meet him. That your boyfriend at the time went in there. He was propositioned. He declined it. Then you were hired later, and then you got in his presence. And you thought he was dope and had good energy. Now this is the same nigga that just tried to violate your boyfriend, but he brought good energy. The same man that you said did all these things to these kids, he was dope. He had star quality. He had good energy. Make that make sense? Okay. See,
all of a sudden it turned it all wooded and like all these trees and stuff, and then big mansions separated, like just all this wilderness. I'm like, but then when we rolled up, like he was standing outside waiting on us. I was like, dang, that's the real Bobby, the real, you know, Shaun. Combs. I was excited. I was happy about it. I really was. I was like, man, this is dope. I was calling back home to Cali, bragging, telling people like, man, you'll never believe it. It was hella fun. It was fun. That's why I feel bad, because some people be like, you don't seem sad. You don't seem trauma. Because there were aspects of it that was fun, you know? Well, to be honest, it was a good time. I just thought this is how celebrities do it. You know what I mean? I was already in the adult industry. I already was working as an exotic dancer. So I did, you know, private bachelor parties and bachelorette parties. And, you know, people get wild and crazy and get naked and run around. So you were
always in the sex industry. This is my point. Where is the trauma, people? Where is the trauma? It was fun. It had great aspects. You were already in the industry doing what they wanted you to do at a party. So what is the big deal? I don't get what the problem is here. Anyway.
You know what I mean? So I was just thinking rich people do it bigger than that. So this was like, this is what they do. But I didn't realize having me allegedly, you know, perform sex, and I'm as an employee. First of all, like you had us drinking alcohol as an employee, encouraged. The alcohol was laced. And then you had me doing extra favors that he was benefiting from, using my heart, you know, desire to rap, sing, and perform as, you know, the carrot dangling in my face that I was, you know, participating. And then it was like the elite. So it wasn't like he had me like on Skid Row jumping in and out of cars for $20. Like these are millionaires and billionaires. People, everybody that I was involved with could change my life for the better. So I'm like, why go out there in the street and be trying to figure out how to get to the people that I'm in the room with? I'm here. All I got to do is cooperate and I'm be on like them. It just never happened. I just didn't understand. Like I didn't do nothing to nobody. Like why I couldn't get on. There's enough money, opportunity, awards, performance to go on, you know, like why I got to get blackballed and shut down. Like why I wasn't provided.
She was blackballed. They blackballed her. Well, what did she do to make them want to blackball her? I mean, she was ready, willing, and able. So I don't understand what's the issue.
the equal chance for the people to say, oh, she whack or she's dope. You know what I mean? Like, why I have to just, go to mental hospitals and work jobs that I haven't been able to keep longer than a year since then, because I caught 3 DUIs because my chemical balance in my brain is messed up forever with all those, horse tranquilizers and muscle relaxers and ecstasy and everything mixed with the alcohol. It like changes the balance in your mind.
Yeah.
So whenever I drink, wine or whatever, or champagne, like I get crazy. Like my last video, y'all, I was drinking on that one. This is just coffee. So you can notice the difference in me. When I'm talking like this with some sense, and you might see me sipping, it's just coffee or soda. When you see me and I'm acting sexual and I'm wild, all of a sudden I'm her. I naturally turn back into Sasha without even trying. Like I'm talking about if I'm in the room and everybody are married couples and they get me drinking, I'm flirting with everybody's man, and I'm not doing it on purpose. I just naturally go automatically back into stripper, go-go dancer, life of the party, make everybody happy mode. And it comes off as, who does she think she is, trying to, steal the shine, or, I don't need attention like that. I naturally get it,
Yeah.
So the chat's going at lightning
You don't
speed.
need attention like that's why you were in the bed and moving around and shit like that. Got it. Okay. It's just natural. Got it.
But there's a lot of questions.
Ain't that a lightning speed?
There's a lot of questions coming in about J-Lo. Did you see J-Lo?
Oh man, fuck J-Lo, fuck your hoe. Hey, it's on site, bitch. I said it. Hey, Jenny from the block. Hey, what's that movie when she was fighting that dude? When he was beating her ass and she trained and did all that. Hey, you still remember them moves, bitch? Come back to America and try me.
Come back to America. She's in LA right now. Just saw her photograph. She got married, a little bit ago. Now she's going through a divorce. She's right there in LA. Like, what are we talking about? Very confused. Okay.
I watched your other
Try
interview.
me. Why you participated way more than you want to believe. You were not innocent. Sticking all that stuff up in my friend when she was underage.
Huh?
We can describe everything. She remembers everything.
Oh, okay.
Thank God certain things didn't happen to me. I didn't experience everything my friend did. Like I didn't have 2 babies that were taken out of my stomach, but I don't know where they're at.
Oh, 2 babies.
How old was the friend?
11 years old initially when she was kidnapped. She stayed with him to 15 years old.
She stayed where?
Oh my God. And do you know how they managed to kidnap that person? How they got a hold of her?
She was walking down the street at 11 years old and they offered her jelly beans. Harvey Pierre, I believe, allegedly. And next thing she knew, she woke up in New York City. They had the nerve to put her on a private jet, flew her to New York City. She wasn't wearing that. She had barrettes and pigtails in her hair. They put a D&G sweatshirt on her and did her hair dip and put makeup on her, and then put her on Diddy's lap and had the nerve to take a picture like a trophy. Like she was just like a stray rescue dog or something.
That is a lie. See, that is where she got it all messed up. First of all, Diddy's baby oil is going to hell. Diddy's baby oil said, not gonna lie, I love watching a crackhead acting like a crackhead's ass. Anywho, this lady crazy. All right. And secondly, the picture she is talking about is that picture where the girl is sitting on Diddy's lap. That was allegedly, that is Tierra Marie. She is currently a Jane Doe. This girl was from Detroit. She was like somewhere between 15 and 17 years old, not 11. Harv Pierre met her, put her on a private jet, took her to New York. Diddy and Harv both assaulted her, SA'd her, raped her, and took a picture with her on their lap. My guess is the picture was taken before the situation happened. And then they put her back on the plane and sent her back home. Okay? That is not your so-called friend. I don't know where you're getting this from. Obviously, your friend didn't tell you that, which makes me think you don't know no friend. You don't have a friend. You're lying. You're lying. You're making up stories. and shit you've heard, shit we've heard. In fact, I heard it, and that's why I can correct you on it, because I read the court papers. Girl, if you don't stop it.
And the reason why he was able to get away with it because her grandmother, who had custody of her, had also custody of other kids in the family because her mom was on drugs and running around, and the grandma was receiving a check to take care of all the kids. And she thought if she brought light to the fact that the one little girl was missing, that she would mess up all her checks and her way to provide for the family. So the grandma never even said anything, even though because she was calling when she could and checking in, so she knew she was alive. So she was just like, and then my friend actually got away and went back to grandma, but because grandma and them didn't believe her, she went back over there to gain proof. That's crazy, to get away. And she said she had to hitchhike, and in hitchhiking, she ended up running into some drug dealers and stuff that ended up knowing Diddy, allegedly. And they just called him up like, hey, it's this girl asking about you. When she was, 12 or 13 years old or something like that. But she had a body like a grown woman.
Wait, a lady 747 says she's giving Felicia for Fridays. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Okay. And then Diddy's baby, oh, here they come again. It's the crack telling her them story. Something.
That's why, like, her body was advanced already.
Oh God.
So we've seen the photo of the woman and they're eating food off her
I only
body.
got 10 more minutes.
Do you know who that was?
That's the same girl I'm talking about. She's 14 in that picture. I sucked a strawberry off her breast, and she's 14. I'm doing it, and I didn't know she was 14. Nobody would think somebody laying there butt naked is 14-year-old child.
How do you know?
People were sticking their fingers in her crevices and all type of stuff, and eating it right after.
Okay. And how do you know how old that girl was? Like I said before, I developed early, but to suggest that woman on the table, how you know that is the girl? How you know that's not a grown woman? Like, girl, you are making shit up. No, this is a different friend. This is a different one now, Legacy Moon. Not the friend that's 11. This somebody else. This one 14, child. She know a lot of minors. She knew a lot of minors, child.
And did you see any celebs interacting in that way? I'm just being polite with the language here.
Yes. But I'm not going to name names on this live.
Oh, really? Now
I still have a lawsuit pending, and I don't want to be sued or people saying I'm slandering.
Really? Too late.
But the day is coming.
Too late. I done busted you in about 18 lies. I done busted you. What you think the feds gonna do? What you think Diddy's high-priced lawyers would do? You're not going to trial. You don't even have an attorney. Both of them fired themselves from you. Girl, stop it. And it sounds like she got jealous that that Ariel, that was her attorney. It sounds like she jealous that Ariel was doing press without her when she represented her. See, this girl jealous of everybody. She wants attention. And that's all this is about. That's why she'll go on all these platforms, and that's why she'll go on Lionel B's and say, oh, I'm going to tell you that next time, because she wants to come back. She wants to keep being seen. Whole thing. She's sick, y'all.
Her names will be named. And we're just going to focus on Diddy right now.
Really? I can't tell.
Your friend, is she filing suit as well?
Yeah, she's Jane Doe right now. She's in the process.
Okay.
Oh, great. So,
there's actually a girl that's running around from Alabama or something like that that's trying to act like that's her on the table. And she's trying to take credit for stuff, and she's lying.
Oh, she's lying.
Whoever that girl in the Alabama, she's telling a similar story, which I'm sure she probably telling the truth. But as far as those pictures are concerned, that's my friend. She's trying to act like those are pictures of her to give her more proof. But nah, we got them same. You take the blur off the face, you see my friend.
Really? You can't see a face.
Her face looks the
same.
That
picture, you can't see a face. There's no face to be seen because from the angle, the lady, you can't see her face. You see the top of her head. Y'all, I think I'm over this. To be quite honest.
Excuse me, my glasses look creepy.
They look pretty.
So Jaguar Wright is a friend of the channel. We've had her on several times.
Shout out to Jaguar Wright. I like her.
Did you see her back then, or did you see Ali Carter back then?
Oh, we were all in the same rooms. Definitely all in the same room. at the same
Did
damn
she
time.
just say that she knows Allie Carter and they were all in the same room? Are you serious right now?
So you said that Denzel Washington wasn't down with the program, the Diddy program.
Well, no. My friend had to do a number 2, and she was on stage, and he wouldn't let her be relieved, and so she ended up doing it on stage in front of everybody, and it was a wet one, and it went everywhere. It was so nasty, and Denzel was disgusted. He grabbed his wife and was like, "You don't respect nobody," and ran up out of
Now,
there.
let me say this. That could very well have been a story of some sort. I mean, that could have happened, but I still believe she hurt somewhere if it did. I still believe, because people said he was pissed and he left some party, what have you. And then he told Brandon T. Jackson, who was also, you know, attorney. He was an actor. He was in that last Mama's Family or Mama's House or whatever, Big Mama's House, whatever, that Martin movie. And you've seen him in a lot of stuff. He said Denzel told him, you know, go to the party, but make sure you leave 30 minutes before the devil gets there. Because the truth of the matter is, like I said before, people would go to these parties, but everybody wasn't partaking in the bullshit, because the bullshit happens at the after party. So that's why I feel like they're conflating a lot of stuff and involving people in shit that's not really true, or you can't prove it. We don't know. I'm just saying.
Did you see people react like that a lot, or were most people going with the flow?
It was so much going on. The people that noticed reacted, but it was just so much going on. If you weren't right there in that vicinity, you didn't even know. It was too much going on. But yeah, everybody, you know, and everybody was just walking around zombied out. Like after a certain time, when you would make the announcement, if you don't want, you know, the regular party's over, if you don't want to participate in what goes on after.
Now, let's be clear about something. That's on a video. There's a video. Remember that video that I showed them folks in? No, it's not that video. There's another video of a white party. All the people are outside, and they said in about 45 minutes, the shit's going to shift. Diddy makes this announcement. She saw that on the video. I saw it on the video. This girl has not experienced this stuff. I'm not saying she wasn't there at some point, but she's not as significant to these cases and these other stories. She may have been present. She may have been at a party, but this girl is po thing. Okay, po thing.
You know, it's just interesting. I just want to bring up Justin Bieber for a second. Shout out to Justin Bieber, man.
You know him too? You know him? You saw Justin too?
And I'm a Justin Bieber fan. I want to work with him. Man, I have such empathy for you. You are a strong person, Justin. Shout out to you in your heart. You sing when I hear the pain. Now when I listen to your music, I hear the pain in your voice, Justin. All you wanted to do was sing. Your mother caught you playing your guitar, singing, and thought, let me help my son out. Let me focus on what God, let me nurture this talent. And she thought she was doing the right thing by taking that video to Scooter Braun. And I'm sure Scooter Braun probably thought he was doing the right thing, taking to Usher. But Usher, why you do him like that? You need your ass kicked, Usher.
Oh, look how young she is.
Usher, you need your ass
beautiful.
kicked.
Look at her.
You need to get slapped or something, Usher. You knew what Diddy was going to do to him. What'd you get by taking him over there? And then you had the nerve, he signed to you?
Yeah.
So you've been making money off him after you get him abused like that? You owe him all his money back.
Again, stories we've heard. She wants to work with everybody, and we ain't heard her sing a lick. Okay. Now she want to sing with Justin Bieber. She wants to sing with Solange, but we ain't heard her sing yet. Okay. They blackballed her. It's not cool. That's not nice. I don't know why they did her like that. And why they stole her name. Why did Jay-Z steal her name and give it to Beyonce? That's fucked up. I'm just saying. It ain't right.
Are you Diddy number 2, 3, 4, Usher?
Ooh.
Running around here. Yeah. I mean, this is ridiculous, y'all.
It is.
Hey, I'm on a live, y'all. Stop calling me when I'm on a live. That's disrespectful.
Uh-huh.
I'm on live. Stop calling me.
Hold on. Legacy Moon said, are those bags on her eyes? They're bags on top of her eyes. What are you talking about? There are bags under, above, on the sides, whole thing. Okay. Yes. Yes. The answer is yes. Okay. Child, this lady is a mess. Whole thing.
Jaguar Wright is watching. She's in the
Oh, hey,
chat.
Jack.
Hi, Jaguar.
You
I
wanna
love
work with her?
you. Oh, I love if I could
Oh
work
my
with her.
God.
She sings so good. When she, hey, tell Fox to stop calling me. Jaguar Wright is on the. Tell him,
Purple
man, he
Rain.
keep calling
Purple
me
Rain.
over. Tell him to stop. He keep calling. He called 5 times. I don't even know what did. Man, he gonna make me talk mess. Tell him to stop. That's ridiculous. Hey, Jaguar.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I just want to say, man, your voice is amazing. Your strength is amazing.
Yeah.
Shout out to you for being alive still and not being afraid to talk. You gave me the strength to talk because when I first got the strength to put my story out there, everybody was like, you can't say nothing. You gonna mess up your lawsuit. You gonna do this. You gonna do that. And I'm saying, well, I'm filing my lawsuit for justice. Like, it's not. It is about the money, so I can, set my son up and I can get into counseling and do all the things I need to do because I can't work a job. I want to be financially straight.
Yes, Texas Toy. Texas Toy said, V, you need me to come make up some Diddy stories so you can get 5,000 in your life. Yes, ma'am. Could you work on that shit? You my whole mod. You are my whole moderator. You need to do better. If you really supported me, you would come over here and you would tell these fucking lies too. Okay? All of yous. All of yous. My God.
Right. But besides all that, I want to work with Jaguar Wright. I want to go around and speak at people, victims of, abuse and sexual abuse. And
you know what? To be quite honest, they should team up. They would be perfect. Now, they wouldn't last long because Jack will, Jack can only stay friends with somebody for about 3 months tops. Okay. But she should hook up with Jack and then they should go on tour together because this shit is a mess. All right. If Jack will team up with Legina Gold, who can't sing a fucking lick, okay? She can't talk worth a damn. Aaliyah's daughter, you know her. If she'll do that, surely she can do the same with this gorgeous lady right here. All right? It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense.
Sex trafficking. I know a lot. There's certain things I want to tell Jaguar, like in face to face, get the opportunity. And
Diddy's baby oil said I could come too. Hell, I was the baby oil in the on the scene of these. Y'all are crazy. Hey, lady 747. Jag is leading these hoes telling same stories. Yes, they just repeating shit they heard from somebody else. And then they be like, yeah, exactly. See, we agree. My God, my God.
And thank you for speaking on me. That was funny, that comment you made about the pardon and all that. Like, I put it out there on purpose so he can't do that. That was the strategy of mine because I talk about it now. If he try to do it, it's gonna look a certain way. So when you said that, like, he ain't going down with the dead, I'm like, yeah, see, my strategy is working.
Look at her. She working magic over
Do you
here.
think Justin Bieber will eventually speak out about what happened? Because he looks
He has to.
He has to.
He has to. He has. He's a father now. You think he would take his kid over there? Even Usher said he wouldn't take his kid over there. So why you take Justin over there?
That too. It's funny. I saw that video as well. Yep. Usher did say that. Sure did. He said he wouldn't do it. Thank you, lady 747 for the super chat. I can't take much more.
Why? What did he promise you? What extra did he promise you for you to take that man over, that boy?
What? A lady 747 said, VLenore, Nyla said Jack tried to recruit her. Recruit her for what? What the heck? Jack, child, what? These people are po things. They all got mental illness though, and to be quite honest, I almost feel like you're exploiting the mentally ill by giving them these platforms for them to ramble and ramble. Lexi Moon said, count me in too, V. I was the GSP. Jesus. What you say? Allegedly. Allegedly, Ian Harmon said, on the road with crack and snow. My God, today. Jesus. I can't take my. Yeah, I got 4 more minutes.
There at the time, knowing what he was going to do to him. What did he promise you? And then did you receive it? Because you sold your soul when you did that. I don't know if you can get it back, Usher. What's that song you got out? Shit. Your confessions and burn. You gonna let it burn, all right.
A lot of people.
God didn't like that. God did not like that from Usher to take Justin over there. Because now,
you know what, Jag was saying so much stuff that day. Jag is one of those people that you can't effectively interview her. Like, I considered it, but I was like, my nerves are bad. And then, she's never going to just answer a question. She just wants to ramble. She's going to be aggressive. You can't do anything. You can't really control the interview with her. She controls it. She really does. And just like how Shaun is sitting here just listening, letting people ramble, ask a question every 30 minutes. I mean, that's what they want, because they just want to get out here and ramble. Now, mind you, Jag got a whole platform, and she can never garner the number of views or the number of people in the chat that she gets when she goes to somebody else's. Now that's very telling. The same with this girl. She could start up a YouTube channel right now, but nobody would go after a couple times of hearing the lies. So she goes to these major platforms where they have a following, because it's not about anything other than needing attention and trying to get some self-gratification. That's all it is. I would, Deshelle. It would be a whole battle. It would be a whole battle. I can't. I don't think I have the patience for it, to be quite honest. Sonya got on my damn nerves. Jerron Hurt got on my damn nerves. But I'm going to challenge you, but you can't get a word in edgewise. It's a mess.
There's nothing that Justin can ever do to get his innocence back in that way. He stole so much from him when he took him over there.
I think I'm done with this.
Knowing what was going to happen to him. He wrong for that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think we get the gist. Okay. I think we get the gist. I can take no more. We've been out here 3 hours and 13 minutes. I would like to come back and do a live tonight. I think I scheduled it for 8 o'clock. So if you guys are interested, we're going to come back. We're going to listen to the interview that JT did in relation to his case, where he thinks stand now, and what he feels about Kevin Hart. It's a long one, so I think that's going to be in probably 2 to 3 parts. Okay, so we'll come back if you guys are free. I have nothing to do but clean up and pack today so I can get ready for tomorrow. I got a little bit of work to do to prep, but other than that, if you are free, come on back. Come on back, Norma. Come on back, y'all. Thank you for kicking it with me. Thank you to everyone who super chatted, who, are members, gifted memberships. I love you. CashApp. I love y'all to death. Thank you so much, Jerry. If you still there, thank you, girl, for dropping by. Hey, CanVC. So, all right, y'all. I will see y'all later around 8. And talk to you then. I love y'all to death. I do. Y'all make me laugh so much. Love you. Mwah. Smooches.